we're live, we'll jump into it. So welcome back to another DadBod Plays, Murder in New-Bruges.
I feel like you made your voice deeper there.
Yeah, you got kind of radio on us.
It's theatrical.
Don't go Hollywood on us, bro.
Man, I'm a week into school. This is how it works.
This is how I am now.
I'm just a lot more energetic. You have to be, otherwise you die.
I'll take those odds.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm DM Theo. You can find me at, see, I told you, it just happens. You can find me at Chris, spelled with a K, _vowel, with 2 L's, because that was lame when I made my Twitter handle. And we'll jump right back into it. So it's been maybe 2 weeks or so since we last saw you guys. What have you been up to?
Having sex.
I'll just let people chime in as they feel.
So yeah, I can chime in.
Okay.
So, because it's been a while, remind me the name of the person that we met with at the end, the big creepy guy.
Alistair Crowley.
Alistair Crowley.
Crowley.
Oh, Mr. Crowley.
So that joke was made then too, as well.
So after our meeting with him, I imagine the group hasn't probably seen my. It's been what, like a month, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, something like that.
Yeah, probably. It's been a while since you guys have
Okay.
regrouped. It's probably been, it's not every day that some jelly with eyes appears in front of you.
I think that Gus probably in the last month has he can't get what happened off of his brain, and I think he feels like there might be some really bad shit coming.
Did Gus ever read the Necronomicon?
He tried, and he saw the text moving, and he saw tentacles moving in the book, and when he detected magic on it, it was blinding. So he's very aware that this was probably the most magic thing he's ever encountered in his entire life. Probably in the lives of most of the teachers at the School of Wizardry too. That this is really, really bad. So I think he's taken the last 4 or 5 weeks, and he's been really kind of brushing up on his wizardry. He doesn't get a chance to use it often, so I think every chance he gets to be alone in his apartment, he is studying his spell book. I think there's a spot outside of town, maybe in like the rougher part of town, where there's an abandoned building, like an old factory that he goes to, so that he can practice his spells, quietly and not have to worry about people seeing him doing it. And then he's also been getting some really bad headaches. Seems like he wakes up every morning with his head just feels like it's tearing in two. And he's been having, he can't really explain it. He's been having, I guess, flashes, what he thinks are flashes of the future. Like he'll be watching like the local news report, and before they say like what the weather is for that day or something, he gets when he got his headache going on, it's almost like he knows it's going to rain today, and then 5 minutes later the news report will say, make sure you got your umbrellas today, it's going to be a rainy one or something like that. But he kind of shrugs it off, like, I mean, it's not that hard to look outside and see the clouds and know that it's going to rain, but he started having these splitting headaches with glimpses into the future, very, very briefly. And that's it. That's what he's been doing for the last 4 or 5 weeks. I think once he tried to call his daughter, and she hung up on him.
All right, and then we'll jump to what Thrash has been up to since.
Thrash hasn't been up to much. He
got some work done on his augments, made his arm muscles a little bit more powerful. He's got an kind of an almost contact type implant on his eye to add some video to that implant in his head. Other than that, he's just kind of been bumming around town, kind of thinking about the magical stuff from before, and just kind of beating some shit up around town, getting into some brawls and having some fun, good old barbaric fun. But he hasn't done anything too meaningful otherwise.
Bottle shirt?
Oh, never a shirt.
Okay.
He's been training, running some tracks, I guess, getting a little bit faster.
Perfect. All right, and then we'll move over to Alex.
Well, after getting the high from breaking into the corporate building, I've kind of leaned into that a little bit. And I've been doing some petty B&Es. Just for the thrill of it, the rush, not really looking for anything.
Oh shit, you're pulling a Winona.
Yeah, and I've kind of honed in on that skill of being stealthy and essentially a thief.
Oh, and we'll say that if you tried to sell your stock quotes or whatever that you got from the first Adric, you probably got 300 gold credits from it. So nice. Likely just from your first foray into that type of life, so you didn't really know what you had necessarily.
Okay, I like it.
All right, and then we'll move over to Dutch.
Yeah, let's see.
Brother.
Dutch spent a lot of time in Slum Alley, and he was a couple things going on. One, he was trying to find more leads onto who amputated his arm as a child and trying to figure out if he can pinpoint where that came from. But at the same time, to kind of help him get into some of these back alley dealers and get some information, he had to embrace his amputation or his augment a little bit, and he got a few upgrades.
He now auto-tunes.
Just so he kind of fit in while he was there. He, shopping around for some upgrades, but he still publicly plays it off like he does not like his augmentation. He also spent some time clearing his head because he had some lingering effects from reading the Necronomicon that he just something didn't feel right, so he spent some time getting that all cleared up, which really just had to do with a lot of alcohol and prostitutes, but we can save that for another time. Other than that, yeah, he hung out in the slums.
If that's how he cleaned up his indefinite madness, he's got to be fully into some of that. He is definitely the best there ever was, especially in bed. Stuff like that.
In my pants.
Yes. He is
as well.
Just rocking it. And then let's jump back to Gus. Gus, you probably, within the past few weeks, had some premonition that you're not sure why, but you needed to get the gang back together on Saturday morning because you're not sure what was going to happen, but something was going to happen that needed all four of you. One of those premonitions, like, you managed. You're not sure why, but you grabbed your umbrella on the way out, and then you're like, I need to call everyone. And then it starts raining.
We all kind of get that feeling at the same time?
No, just you. We'll say it's your divination kicking in a little bit. Like, you're not sure why, you just really feel like you need to call everyone.
So, yeah, I'm probably sitting at home on a Saturday. I think I've now made it canon that there is television in our world. So I'm probably sitting at home, smoking a cigarette, watching the television, and I start getting a splitting headache, and I start thinking, like, in my head I can see Dutch, and he's in He's in the alley, drinking, and then it kind of like goes away. I imagine that Gus probably kind of sighs and looks over at this sounding stones that he has to reach Dutch. I mean, I guess if we have TV, we have telephones too, communicators of some sort. So I'll pick it up and I'll call Dutch.
Wow, shit. Yeah, what?
Hey, Dutch.
I'm kind of busy.
Are you? Really?
No, not really. No. What's going on?
Hey, I don't know why, but I can't. I know it's been a little while since I talked to anybody. And I'm not sure if you talked to anybody either after what happened that night. But I can't shake this feeling that something there's bad things going on, and I can't get it out of my head that we might need to meet up and talk about all of that.
We're needed, like superheroes, like we gotta all get together again.
No, not like superheroes. I can't explain it.
Uh-huh.
I can't explain it. I woke up this morning and I was sitting in my bed and I got this splitting headache. It felt like my head was just being torn in two from the inside. And after the headache, I saw the four of us in our office talking, but it wasn't like a conversation we'd had before. We were talking about the events of the night with that Crowley character.
Yeah, that guy.
Would you be available maybe to meet this afternoon? I know it's a Saturday, but
yeah, I mean, I can be wherever you need me. Let's make this happen.
All right. You kept in touch with any of the other fellas?
That's a big negative. I saw Thrash kind of around on the streets a little bit, but not much. Kind of doing my own thing.
So,
but yeah, we meeting in my office or?
Yeah, I think that's best. I don't even know if I should be talking about this over the phone after what we saw. Let's save it for the office. Listen.
All right. Well, I'll head there now because I probably got to clean up a little bit. You know.
Can you try and get in touch with Alex? He and I were never on the best of terms, so he might be a little more open to speaking if it was you.
Yeah, I got him. I got you. So yeah, we'll meet there this afternoon.
All right. Hey,
all right.
Good talking to you, man.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah. Let's we'll pick this back up later.
All right.
All right. So after I hang up or disconnect with Gus, I'll punch in the numbers for Alex and give him a ring.
Hey, yeah, I can't really talk right now.
Well, why? What are you doing? No, we got.
Nope.
We got stuff we need to do. Like we need to get the group back together and.
We're not like a band, but
I know. Yeah, but.
Kind of in the middle of something right now.
What is that, World of Warcraft or something?
Nope. It's well, I can't really talk about it over the phone.
Well, you know, Gus, he's got some feelings coming down. He's got the idea that we need to get together. So we're heading back to my office. You know, make it if you can.
Well, I mean, give me a.
Yeah, we're meeting this afternoon. Yeah, no problem. this afternoon.
Okay.
Clean yourself up. Yeah. Okay.
I'll just hang up.
You fucking cat. Oh, I forgot you were.
You fucking cat.
All right, so I'll head to the office, and I imagine I got to kind of get it tidied up a little bit before people start showing up.
And I'll give Thrash a call too. See if I can catch him on the telephone. Actually, I forgot it's all in his head, isn't it? So
It is, but it works with the telephone. So
I'm going to, as I'm dialing him, I'm going to remember that this is all happening in his head. I'm going to kind of like roll my eyes.
So I'm gonna answer. Hey, what's going on in the background? You're just gonna be hearing like my fist hitting stuff.
Hey,
Jesus,
Thrash.
punching walls?
Hey, Thrash. This is Gus. How you been, man?
I've been good. How about yourself?
I've been all right. Hey, listen. Been thinking a lot about the last time we were all together, and some of the stuff that happened to us. And I kind of think we need to talk about it. I wanted to see if you'd be available to meet with everybody at Dutch's office a little bit later today.
Hang on a second, there, Gus. Hey, that's what you get for fucking around with me. Sorry. Yeah, I can meet up with you.
Are you all right?
Oh yeah, no, everything's good. This guy just tried to reach in my pocket and grab my wallet, and I just kicked the shit out of him. Nothing, just a usual day.
So not wearing the shirt didn't intimidate him at all?
Oh no, he didn't care. He just tried. He's not a very smart guy. Are ya? No, you're an idiot.
All right. Well, I think we're going to meet in a couple hours. So, whenever you want to head over, we'll probably be over there. I like I said, I can't explain it. I think we need to meet up. I think we need to talk.
Hey, you don't have to explain anything to me. I'm good. This is gonna be fun. I'll see you there soon.
All right, man.
Bye-bye.
How does he
Running over there.
as I hang up, I'm thinking to myself, how the fuck does he hang up a phone that's inside his head?
I just make it sound like I'm slapping my head just to give it the sound of hanging up.
You just make an audible click click noise.
Click,
Yeah.
boom noise? Is that it? No. Not funny.
No, not a good one.
You're an idiot. Okay.
All right, you guys eventually all meet up at Dutch's office.
And to be clear, I was in the middle of burglarizing somebody. So, I want to make that canon. I wasn't playing WoW there, Dutch. Not everything's about video games, okay?
Well,
Although I'm sure WoW still exists in the future, or in this world.
yeah.
That would be fucking awesome. We need to make that happen.
WoW Azeroth has been destroyed and reborn multiple times.
We are literally playing a game within a game. That's game.
It's
Second-
been redone
second
so many
life.
times. It's literally just they've taken all the expansions out, and it's just the first version of WoW.
Oh, it's vanilla.
That's coming, actually,
It actually is.
this year.
Well,
Well, maybe. I mean, it is already September.
so
Cool.
Sweet guys. All right. Yeah. So yeah, come on in, sit down anywhere.
I figure I don't know what time everybody gets there, if they get there early or late.
I'll
I
be
probably
fashionably late.
get there pretty early, maybe
Yeah,
even
pretty much
too
random.
early.
Awkwardly
yeah.
too early.
Yeah.
I'm throwing empty bottles in a bag and just kind of like tidying up a little bit, just kind of cleaning off the table, just dumping it all into one big bag and cinching it up and cleaning out any whiskey bottles. I have a few swigs left, just getting stuff put away.
So you it seems a little messier than normal.
Well, when you're not on a job or got a clear goal, you're kind of just a slave to the wind. I'm glad you called. It's a good thing. Gets me back on track.
Did you do anything do anything fun with your split from that job?
Nah, not really. Kind of wasted it, probably.
And you said Thresh got here super early?
Yeah, I got there. I pretty much went right from the phone call over to Dutch's house, office.
Thresh, good to see you. Good to see you still shirtless.
Yes, sir. As always.
Looking fit.
Gus.
Looking trim.
That's the updated implants. Thank you. Glad you noticed.
And I figure it gets kind of awkward at this point, and so I'll just light up a cigarette.
Yeah, give me like 5 more minutes. I'll have this place ship shape, and we'll get down to business.
I want to come in late with like a bag, like Santa Claus kind of. And then I'm gonna be
Those
like,
goodies.
I'm gonna be like, hey guys, look, I brought you guys something. I'm gonna hand a giant like giraffe statue that's like 3 feet tall to Dutch. Be like, man, I really saw this and figured,
Yeah.
you want to go really good in Dutch's house? It's giraffe.
It's a giraffe, like the
Yeah.
animal.
Yeah. And
At first, I thought you said draft statue, like you've been playing fantasy football or something.
no, it's
trophy.
giraffe. Sorry. And then
Giraffe.
for Gus, I got you 2 bookends that are elephant. So one is an elephant on this end, the other is its ass. I figured you read a lot of books, look nice anywhere. You could really put it anywhere. It doesn't have to be a bookshelf. And for you, Thrash, got you a shirt to button up. You can take it off when like this is your new pose. Like when you get really mad, you just rip the shirt off.
So I'm just gonna take the shirt and I'm just gonna look at it a little confusedly, and then just take the arms and wrap it around my waist and tie it.
And just to be clear, the shirt doesn't have like tags or anything. It's moderately used.
Stupid bullshit.
It's
Moderately used.
It's like the shirt Creed gives Jim in the
Yeah.
Does it fit Thrash though?
No, it's like,
Like 5 sizes too small.
yeah.
So, can I take a minute to look at the elephant, the bookends?
Yeah, I mean, they're yours.
I just kind of want to do like a passive perception check on them to see what they look like. If they look like, do they look new? Do they look like they've been used? Are they kind of dusty?
Well, Gus is a pretty smart guy, and he knows Alex, and he knows what Alex does. Gus can draw his own conclusions.
Hey, this is very very nice of you, Alex. I'm sure you went to a lot of trouble to procure this item.
Oh yeah, I mean, not too much trouble.
I hope not. I hope you got it by honest means.
Absolutely,
we
always do.
Well, thanks again. And I'll kind of set it down on the table, not really knowing, because it's a fucking bookend. I figure it's probably like 10 pounds or 7 pounds. Like, I can't put it in my pockets. So it's like, I got 2 ends of an elephant, and I just kind of like set them on the table, and I put them together so it makes the whole elephant.
I'm gonna
Like,
and then I'm gonna dump out the rest of the bag. It's all like spoons and like fine silverware. Maybe some plates are in there. There's some like metal tin dishes. Just random shit that I would have found.
Yeah.
I am
I
sick
didn't take another computer. I was hoping there'd be another computer in there.
Nope. I don't do that
You're
anymore.
letting me down, Alex. You're letting me down.
I don't do that anymore, Crash.
Well, believe it or not, I don't actually have any silverware here, so
These are yours too.
actually be quite the
Yes.
upgrade.
As he says that, I'm sitting on you have a couch in your office, right?
Yeah, a couch and then like a little fold out.
I'm gonna like feel something jabbing into me, and there's this fork like in the couch. I'm gonna pull out like and hold it up like this for the group to see as he says that.
Well,
I got one.
Now you do.
yeah.
And then like I'm digging through it all, and then I find what I was looking for, which is the apple that I found.
The apple.
Yeah, I found an apple. I just start eating an apple.
Nice. What is
It's like
it? Granny Smith?
No, it's a jazz apple.
Macintosh?
No, I'm a big jazz kind of guy.
Nice.
Honeycrisp are the best. They just didn't have any, oddly enough.
Bummer.
And I want to make sure I understand. So this is an actual apple, and you found it.
Yep, found it. Just sitting there.
Gotcha.
All right.
Dan.
So what did you call us here for? I mean, I have a lot of things to do.
Well, I don't even know how to say this, guys. I might be going crazy. I feel like I think I've been seeing the future a little bit, and well, I saw us here talking, and I was telling Dutch this wasn't a case of like me seeing an old conversation or like I saw, and I think he's gonna kind of think about it for a second, and he sees the elephant. He remembers seeing the elephant.
What do I say next then?
Huh?
What do I say next then?
Well, yeah. So I think I would say like I would say to them. I mean, you're gonna think I'm bullshitting you, but I saw this elephant this morning in this vision that I had, and the next thing you're gonna say is you're fucking full of shit. And I'm hoping you would say it at the same time I was saying it.
It's on my mind. I mean, I don't have to say it now that you've said it. So,
Hey, Dev, if you're a divination wizard, can you roll your numbers, or if you already have, let me know what they are.
Yeah, 18 and a 1. Ooh, that would be nice.
Yeah, perfect.
Hell yeah. That was what I was hoping for, was one of each, so I could... Alright. So, so... Look. I don't even know why I felt like we needed to be here, other than I knew we needed to be. I feel like we need to talk about what happened with that fella Crowley, and we need to determine if that's something if that's a rabbit hole we want to go down to, or do we want to still be working together? Like, I feel like so much was left just kind of up in the air, and I feel like fate demands we at least figure out where we go from here.
Now, did Crowley offer us work? Can't remember kind of where we left off.
It was a kind of, he would offer you things, or like push things at you guys that didn't merit his involvement, but were still out of the ordinary.
Okay. Well, to be honest, I could use some money. I mean, I'll take anything. You know, work's been slow. I've been partaking in some of the things that this world offers, and I am out of money.
well, like hookers?
Well, not multiple. There's one got my eye, but
his
yeah.
name?
Name's Stevie.
Nix?
Maybe. So I am ready for some work. So do
I
we
ain't
need
been doing
to?
anything. So I'd love to do something fun with you guys again.
Alex, you seem busy, but
Well, I mean, I'm always busy. I'm a pretty busy person. But I mean, yeah, I'm kind of down. It's a little adrenaline rush, I feel.
Well, do we need to go talk to Crowley, or is that what you're thinking? Or
At that point, there's a knock on the door, and you hear the door squeak open. Does it have one of those little bells above the door?
no, it's just kind of an old squeaky door. So it would.
Squeak.
Yeah.
Oh. And you hear a voice. Hello? Is this Dutch's place?
This certainly is. It a female voice?
No, it's male.
Okay.
But still higher register. You might be able to guess Elvin.
Yeah, this is who. Come, open the door. Come in.
Oh yeah, and in comes he looks younger, but it's always hard to gauge the age of elves. But he appears younger, well dressed, clean cut, no visible augments. Yeah, so I'd been up and talked at the precinct with, well, a couple detectives, and then a Captain Flowers suggested you guys. She said that my problem wasn't really a police matter, and that, well, you being a private investigator, maybe you would have more of an interest in the job.
Well, as a matter of fact, I just have an opening.
So as he says that, I'm going to look at Dutch with like a see.
You got it dialed in there, Gus. What's your name, sir?
Oh, I'm Anders. Anders, I have to flip the page to see what his last name is.
I'm not going to be able to not see the guy from Workaholics with that name. So
is it a hard on?
Anders Strongwillow.
Strongwillow.
Anders or Anders?
Anders.
All right, Anders. So you got something going on like that we can help you with?
Well, yeah, it's been a few days, and the police say it's not a police matter, that it's, she probably just got cold feet and ran off. But my fiance's missing. She went out for her bachelorette party, and then I never saw her again. And that's what makes the police think she just ran off, but she wouldn't run off. I mean, we'd been together for like 50 years, so like it's been quite some time.
I feel like I would be in the back kind of mocking this guy.
Well, she just ran off.
I'm gonna give Alex like a frown.
The old man stare.
Yeah, like without saying it, like saying "shut up" with my eyes as much as I can. And I'm gonna say, son, I'm sorry to hear that's happening to you. We'd be happy to investigate, find out what happened. Now, do you understand that 9 times out of 10, what the police is saying happened is what actually happened? So I want to make sure that you're aware that if that's the result we find, that's the result we find.
Well, I mean, we'd been together for like 50 years, and then engaged for like 5, because the elves, we live so long. Our courting period can be a really long time.
Well, I mean, 9 times out of 10, it's the fiance.
So,
what? Are you saying that I killed her?
Oh, I'm just saying it could be.
What I think my friend is trying to say is that part of this job involves exploring all opportunities and all leads and getting to the truth as quick as possible. So, I want to make sure you're aware. We don't do this for free. So I do need to know what exactly you're willing to pay for this kind of work.
I mean, as long as she comes back, I don't think that price is any issue.
We get paid whether she comes back or not.
Well,
yeah. Coming back or not is not part of not our concern.
Yeah, I mean, I guess as long as you can find her or find.
We
What
will
happened?
provide you information for gold credit.
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
What are you willing to pay for this job?
Oh, price is no issue. Don't worry about that.
Well, our standard
We come
rate.
from a pretty well-off family.
I'm going to look at Dutch, and I'm going to say our standard rate is 1,000 gold pieces per person.
Well, I mean, Flowers did say that, directed me directly to you guys, so I guess if that's what it is, okay.
I'm going to do my best not to smile. Like, my eyes
Yeah.
get kind of slightly wider as I look the three guys in the face.
Yeah. I'm having a montage moment of all the things that I can spend that on, and it's not good.
So, I mean, do you want that, like, I'm new to this, like, all of it now, all of it at the end, half up front, half at the end? I mean,
we
do you want that
prefer
in
all of
coin,
it now.
or do you want that at, like,
Well, stop.
electronic credits?
Stop. I mean, I could answer.
It is a
cash up front.
it is a standard retainer. So typically you pay up front, and then we work basically for you for the next week. So think that's standard? In that standard, Dutch?
Yeah. Yeah, up front. Hang on to it.
It's just
Yeah.
credits is fine. Just you can we've got a bank account. You can just ship it all into our bank account, and you've hired the magical malfeasance unit.
All right, perfect. He'll retrieve a small device. Just give me the number, and I'll punch it in, and we'll get to work.
I'll give him the account number.
Yeah, and he'll punch it in. All four of you get a little notification that you've just received 1,000 credits.
Oh boy.
Well, do you mind if I call you Anders?
I mean, my name is Anders, but I guess if that works for you.
I apologize, Anders. Why don't you sit down and tell us all you know? We're going to take some notes and get to work right on this.
He'll look at the couch. Can I just stand?
Can I just not?
That's perfectly fine. I'm going to pull out like a spiral notepad. And I'm going to start
What's
taking...
that? No.
I'm going to pull out a Palm device.
Palm Pilot.
Yeah, Pilot.
So her name's
BlackBerry. What's her name?
Zoe.
You got a
Like
last. You got a last
ZOE?
name for her? You got a last name for her?
I mean,
Deschanel.
I guess just strong. Well, like we've been together for so long that she just kind of already has my last name.
So what's her family name?
Oh God, I don't even know. And he pulls out his own device so that he can look at his fiance's last name. It's one of those like
Man, how do you not know?
it's Olastina, Olastina.
So Celestina. You know, son, women typically get kind of upset when you don't remember this kind of stuff.
I mean, you guys have heard that joke, right? About the old man having the old couple having the young couple over, and the young man thinks it's so adorable that he keeps calling her by pet names, and he just says he forgot her name 50 years ago, and he's too scared to ask. That's kind of the
Oh, yeah.
what I'm in.
That's a barn burner.
Cool.
So you say, how long has it been since you last saw her?
It's been about 4 days. Yeah, 4 days.
Okay. What were you guys doing the last time you were together?
Oh, I mean, we were just watching shows. I mean, and then she went to her bachelorette party, and actually, I'm going to retcon that so that it's been a week. So the last time he saw her was
Last Saturday.
last Friday evening.
Last Friday evening. Okay.
Okay.
And then she went out for her bachelorette party, and That's the last I ever saw of her.
Where did she go?
Well, I don't know. Her maid of honor, Dathana, took her out, and when I talked to her later, she just did assume that she went home.
Did they leave together?
Well, I mean, they left our house together, but I didn't ask what they. I assumed it was, go shopping,
Sexy
go.
time?
Why? No.
Oh.
Like, go shopping and, get coffee, a spa day, kind of.
Sounds thrilling.
Did you have a bachelor party?
Yeah, I went out and, we went to the bars and, roamed around.
Okay. I figured you were like playing board games or something. That's what you expect her to be doing.
No, I don't expect her to play board games. I figured she just went and had a spa day or something. Did the mimosas and stuff like that.
No.
Okay.
So, she have any, y'all have any enemies? Anybody who would want to see you not together?
Well, to see us not together, I don't think so.
Okay. Her family liked you?
Oh, yeah. I guess you could say that.
Your family liked her?
They didn't dislike her.
Okay. Can I ask what you mean by they didn't dislike her? Did they... Can you describe the relationship a little bit closer?
I mean, they all thought that I could do better. Maybe she was a step down in the social ladder, but I think after so long, they just kind of grew used to it.
And what's your parents' name, if you don't mind asking?
Oh, well, in that case, it's going to be names that I hadn't anticipated you guys guessing, so you have to give me a second if you want them.
Don't ruin the magic.
So what that means is that though it's not the wife or it's not the mother or the father.
So mom's name is...
Metagaming.
God, I hate fantasy name generators. They're great.
Metagame is the worst, Devin.
Mom's name is...
I'm not the one metagaming.
Elysis.
The DM's just volunteering information. The DM's like, oh, well, it's not those two.
Dad's name is Vacon, and mom's name is Helicis.
Helicis.
Yep.
That's a Helicis name.
Jim and Pam is fine. I mean, I think we all agree that those are perfect
They're
cromulent
elves.
names.
So, anyway.
Okay, Jim and Pam the elf.
Yeah, no, I mean, we come from a decent family. Like, we're decent social standing, and her family didn't come from as high, and so they didn't necessarily like her at first. They didn't like me going out with her, but I think they grew to appreciate her.
Okay, so we're gonna get to work on this. If you don't mind leaving us your contact information, just we can reach you if we need to. If you have not heard from us by Saturday, please stop in over here and we'll provide you with an update on what we found so far.
Yeah, here you go. He'll pass along his card, and his card is just Andrew Strongwillow, and then his contact information. There doesn't seem to be a job.
Okay.
And then he'll do that like awkward stand there for a little bit, and then just slowly back out the door. You hear the squeak as the door shuts.
I think we're good. Yeah.
Bye.
So after the door shuts, I'm gonna go over and look out the peephole, and wait for him to get out of like earshot, and I'm gonna turn around and go, hot damn boys. Now that's some good spending money right there. I told you there was something told me we needed to be here today.
Good call.
Yeah.
You are very smart.
Now we actually have to do work. So, what do you think? Where should we start?
Well, I mean, a good place to start is probably going to be with the maid of honor.
Well, yeah.
Seeing as she was most likely the Thana, seeing as she was most likely the last person to see Zoe on Friday night.
I agree. I think that's where we should go.
Probably a good idea.
Gus, lead the way.
Okay, so
We
you
go
mind
white pages
you mind pulling up one of your computer devices there and seeing if you can't find her information? We didn't get a last name on that one. That was my bad.
Might be.
Well, it matters. He's not too far. I can run after him and see if we can get more information.
Hey!
Yeah.
We'll just throw it in there, retcon it. It was Dathana Elm Blossom.
Elm Blossom. Okay.
That's a pretty name. That's a downright pretty name, god damn it. It's one of them Alabama names.
These elven names, I swear. Alright, so
Yeah, I feel like
Dathana.
while you're looking it up, I'm gonna be like,
My wife ran away, and I'm pretty sure I don't know where she's at. She didn't like my board games. I played too much D&D, and she just didn't like it.
Hey, you're getting paid.
I'm just gonna smack him upside the back of his head. Come on, be nice.
I mean, come on. You
I
guys
mean-
thought the same thing. I'm just saying
I
it
mean,
out loud.
I did not.
The poor boy's got some living to do. I'll admit to that.
I'm just a poor boy. Alright, so we heading there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll do the montage where we get on the tram that always says the same thing to us.
Yeah.
Nope.
Motherfucking montage.
Yeah, you guys. She lives in the same district. Maybe not a super nice skyscraper, but it's definitely still fairly nice. You get to her apartment, and it's
Like, what class level are we thinking? Like, middle class?
she's definitely
Upper middle?
lower upper.
Okay.
So like
emerging upper class.
yeah, she's bringing in a few $1 million a year.
Okay.
What are dollars?
This is
Credits,
Dathana.
whatever. Yep.
Dollars.
What are these dollars you speak of?
The door prim at least seems nice.
Okay. I'm gonna knock.
So is there like on like a bunch of like elves in yoga pants like just out running on the sidewalk, walking their dogs?
It is
Sipping
definitely
Starbucks.
Like Beverly Hills.
I'm gonna take that shirt off that Alex gave me. Try and put it on and button it up, and then I'll button it up, and it'll rip in a few places.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a little too tight for that.
It's one of those ones where like it doesn't. The buttons are definitely straining, and you probably already lost a couple just walking.
They're just like randomly popping off if he takes too deep of a breath.
And I'll just look at Alex and be like,
People in
"Well,
the
I
eye.
tried."
I mean, that said, Thrash probably looks the most like he would belong here because it is one of those like people have gotten so rich that they just have a disconnect with how normal people dress. So,
Nice.
the rest of you actually get the stares, and it's Thrash who gets the like, the elven yoga pants wearers as they run by. They give them the look back. But yeah, you guys arrive at her apartment. Alex knocks on the door. A little hologram appears on the door, or vid screen appears on the door, and you see her lounging on the couch, sipping some champagne. Yes, what can I help you with?
Dathana. I imagine.
Yes, what can I help you with?
We'd like to have a word with you if we could.
We are.
Oh, you mind if we do this in person? We are investigating the disappearance of Zoe Strongwillow. And we have word that you were the last to be in contact with her.
Okay, just a moment. Screen goes dark. A few 30 seconds later, door opens.
I was gonna be really upset if she said "fuck you" and just turned it off like everybody else did.
Yeah.
Or she's, again, Elvin appears younger. She clearly has augmented eyes, but that appears to be it. Yes, what can I help you with?
Do you mind if we come in? It's a little bit more private matter than out here in the...
Yeah, make this as comfortable as possible.
I guess if you have to.
In the moment we step in, I want to start casing her place.
Okay, what's your passive perception?
I believe it's 14, but let me double check. Yes, it is 14. That's correct.
Okay. I mean, she appears fairly well off. She's got that. It's kind of a 2-story apartment where you can see the stairs ascending into another area of the house.
Okay.
The main floor, it's broken into very nice kitchen, very nice kind of living area with several bookshelves. Now, what can I help you with?
Well,
You said something about Zoe.
yeah, I didn't mean to be so blunt, but we have had word that she has gone missing. And as I say that, I like to really kind of look into her eyes to see how she registers this idea of her going missing.
Okay, give me a insight check.
Ooh, that's not bad. Insight. That's a 22.
22. She's not going to say it outright, but she seems to know something, at least just on first glance. Yeah, like I told Anders, I just assumed she went home that night.
Excuse me, do you have a bathroom I could use?
Give me a persuasion check.
Shit.
Down before we got here, Alex.
Persuasion?
Yep.
Oh, fuck. Hold up. It's an 18? No,
18?
20.
20? Okay. She looks at you.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
It was a long train ride. We don't, us lower class don't have our own cars.
Yeah, the bathroom is just down the way.
Okay.
I can, in fact, she moves to the wall, hits a button, and little lights appear on the floor leading you to the bathroom.
That is amazing.
Ooh.
Please leave it how you found it.
What? Excuse me?
Damn.
Okay. So how does the layout of her house look as you walk back to the bathroom?
The bathroom is actually it's almost just a nook. The bathroom itself is 10 feet, 10 feet by 10 feet. And, very nice toiletries.
Okay.
But I mean, it's got the classic, I guess what you would say wine mom decorations.
So there's the letters HOM and E cut out of wood and hung up in a line.
Oh, definitely. But each one is just off enough to be quirky.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
It's hilarious.
yeah, and that's you could very easily have seen the bathroom from where you guys were at, but she still turned the lights on for you.
That's hilarious. Okay.
But yeah, it's massive bathroom. Everything is just perfection. Yeah, I don't.
Well, yeah. Go ahead and continue.
Is there any? Okay.
I'm gonna do stuff, but.
So when you say that you assume that she just went home, when exactly was the last time you saw her that night?
Well, I mean, I guess it would have been Saturday morning. I mean, we took the whole day and did spa day and, had plenty of mimosas, and then we went shopping. We did, just girly things. Went and got our makeup done, our hair done.
Do you all y'all go to any bars?
Give me your persuasion check.
I might be. That's an 18.
Okay. I mean, she kind of looks around. We might have gone to a couple, just while we had, we had to get our day drunk on. You can't be drunk all day if you don't start early.
Dutch knows all about that. I'll tell you
Which,
what.
by the way, Alex definitely sees that sign in the bathroom.
The home side.
No,
She's quoting the sign in her bathroom.
Yeah, can't be drunk all day if you don't start drinking in the morning.
Gotcha.
Was it just the two of you? Or
Oh, I mean, we had our little entourage. I mean, Zoe didn't get out a lot, so I was mainly her friend. But, we took some extra people because it's not a very fun bachelorette party if it's just two people.
So, to establish the timeline, y'all went out during the day. You went to a spa, you got your hair done, got your nails did, and then you went to a bar at night.
Mm-hmm.
Did
We went to a bar.
Did she talk to any gentlemen while she was out?
I mean,
And please, hang on. Understand something. It is not our job to tattletale on anything that happened on this night.
actually,
Anders.
speaking of job, why is it that you're here? As far as I know, Anders had talked to the police and they weren't having anything to do with this case.
We work with the police on matters that okay, so look, the police are 100% certain that Zoe has gotten cold feet and has ran out of town. And Anders here hired us to just confirm if that's true or not. So it's I just want to make clear, whatever happened at the bar, it's okay to tell us. We're not here to tell Anders any sordid details that might have happened. He just wants to know if he's all right.
Well, at the bars, no. I mean, she did sometimes we would try to get guys to talk to her, but she just didn't have any interest. She did the bull riding at one of them, and they had the fancy little glowy shots. And we managed to convince her to get up and do the bull ride. And at that point, she was ready to call it a night, but that was at 11. And who on their bachelorette party can go home at 11?
Right.
So we came back here and just had more drinks here.
So y'all made it back here safely.
Uh-huh.
She didn't really talk.
She must have left after that, when I just didn't see her because I was entertaining other people.
So you did not see her before you went to bed that night.
I did not go to bed that night, I will tell you that. It was about 8 a.m. before everyone finally left.
Who all was here at your place that night? And was she talking to anybody in particular when she was here?
Oh, by that time, we must have had 30 people here. And there was just and I was making drinks, and she must have snuck out so that she could, you've met Anders. She probably went home and played board games with him.
So as she's talking now, I would like to kind of scan the room and see if I can't do a quick perception check to see if I see anything odd or anything that looks maybe out of place.
Yeah, go ahead.
what?
I also want to
That's a
sneak out of
22.
the bathroom too.
That's a 22.
Give me a stealth on sneaking out of the bathroom, and 22. It's hard to check on anything because it's very clear, this place is deep cleaned by maid service, every morning.
I was afraid of that.
It's an 18.
18? She is unable to catch you sneaking out of the bathroom.
So as I see Gus kind of go off to the side, start to look around, I'd like to talk to her a little bit And so this is one of my new abilities. But I'd like to spend a minute in kind of planting the seed that this is a big deal, that Zoe is missing, and it's going to have some negative repercussions for a lot of people. And so this is Words of Terror, and I get to
Oh, hell yeah.
attempt to plant the seed of paranoia in her mind, and now she will be she will fear me, and I'm hoping that I can get some information out of it. But she has to make a wisdom saving throw, I guess, to start.
Okay.
Sounds tight.
She got an 8.
Okay, yeah, so she failed. Yes, success. So I guess I'll read it to you just so you know. Or be frightened of me. The target is frightened in this way for 1 hour, or until attacked or damaged, or until it witnesses its allies being attacked or damaged. It has no hint that I tried to frighten it. But so she is now kind of scared of me, and or whatever the
She's scared of the implications.
Yeah, so I'm
feared
like
of
kind
jail.
of getting a little firm in my voice. Well, we need to find this girl. She's one of your friends. We need to find her. And I think you're being a little playing close to the vest here. We need to know who was at this party and when you last saw her, and try to pinpoint a little better.
Who was at the party? There were so many people. Like obviously Zoe was, but at the party, like I was busy making drinks, and I had my back to everyone a lot because I had to turn around to get the bottles, and everyone was a blur, and like they would take a shot, so I would obviously have to take one with them. I'm not sure like who was there.
Oh, you drive me nuts. So you never saw her leave your apartment, your condo here.
I never saw her leave my apartment.
This was the last place that you saw her.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Don't like that.
You're a fucking liar.
Well,
you don't even have to like roll insight on that one. Like that one is just plain faced. She's trying her best to lie, but like
It's so scared.
I'm having a hard time believing you.
So,
Where?
Is that clear on her face?
I mean, like that she's lying about her leaving the apartment.
All right, so I'm going to need you to have a seat. We're going to need to look through, kind of check through your apartment here. Just kind of scan the area here.
Oh, okay. I mean, I didn't do anything wrong. It was just she has such a boring life as it is. She needed one night of excitement, right?
What does that mean?
I mean, Anders talked to you. You know she has a boring life.
Well, did you get her a little ooh la la on the back or what?
Well, yeah. I mean, of course we got her pretty drunk. She was. I mean, it was like her and Anders. Despite his family, he's a stick in the mud. I'll tell you that much. And so I felt it was my responsibility as her like only friend to help her with that.
And while all of this is going on, I'm checking for clues and any type of small valuable that I could get my hand on.
Oh, she has plenty of jewelry.
Oh, I know.
Little tchotchkes.
Define your clues that you're looking for.
Struggle. Anything like cult worshipy, any like out of the norm upper class.
She has a huge collection of willow tree angels.
Yeah. So give me an investigation check.
Ooh, what is that?
And then is Thrash doing anything?
I'm just sitting here taking in what she
Son of a
said.
bitch. Ooh, that's a 12.
12. It looks very just kind of plain Jane.
Is there any
It's
valuables
so
I can
average.
take?
Oh yeah, you can find plenty of rings, necklaces.
I will
Yeah.
take one of each.
Okay, so you probably get 500 gold worth of
Okay.
just various jewelry.
Damn.
Damn, boy.
So I'm gonna kind of try to impose myself on her, and I'm gonna tell her, "You need to have a seat. We're gonna have the boys over here take a look. We need any clues that we can get, and it sounds like some things went on here that would be good for us to know."
And I'm going to come back at this point.
Okay. So whoever's searching for.
Yeah, so I'm kind of giving that cue to the rest of the crew that you guys can go look. I'm gonna stand next to her because she's afeared of me.
Yeah, I'll stand next to Dutch.
If I could whisper in Alex's ear, I would tell him that he might want to see if he can find her computer. Maybe check her communications.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I can do that.
Get to the dirty.
I will ask her since when we knocked on the door, a screen appeared. There had to have been a camera for that. Is that camera live all the time? Are there other cameras we need to know about?
That was just on my. She holds up a phone-like device. I can just use this, like, in case people stop by the apartment while I'm not here, and I want to make it seem like I'm here.
Okay.
Can I find the computer? Is there one like here?
Oh yeah, I mean you can eventually meander around and find a computer.
Okay.
And I would like to at least look around and see if I see any signs of cameras in case she's not telling the truth, and she's obviously not trustworthy, or any kind of like alarm system that might maybe have logs of when the doors open, close, etc.
Yeah, I'm gonna hacks it too.
Okay, so Thrash, go ahead and give me an investigation check for the cameras, and then the alarm system is just right next to the door. One of those that you punch in before you leave.
So was while they're doing that, so was the party mostly in this room here?
Are you asking that of Zoe or?
I'm asking Thana.
The Thana, yeah.
Yeah, I'm asking which room was the primary party room, or was it all over the house?
I tried to keep it to the kitchen and to the living room.
Okay.
Obviously, people had to use the bathroom because alcohol.
Anybody in the backyard?
She's like 70 stories up in an apartment.
Oh, my bad.
Sorry.
And was I?
Is there a patio?
No, it's just plate glass that overlooks the city.
I got a 10 on that roll.
10?
Fucking
You don't see any cameras.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, the alarm system is easy enough to find next to the door.
Okay. So computer, what you need, what you want.
Yeah, you can find a computer. It's not hidden. It's just in a small or a different part of the living room.
Is it unlocked?
Yeah, it's actually no. So give me a sleight of hand check.
That's a 3 plus 4. It's a 7.
Equals not very good.
Yeah,
8,
you try, but
Dutch
you
password,
cannot.
Dutch
swing it.
password, Dutch password.
Hey, we're gonna need access to your bedroom and to your computer.
Yeah, I mean, my computer, the password is just password 01. And then
God, didn't even try easy. Oh my goodness.
Charity sucks even in the future.
why do you need to go into my bedroom?
Well, is that where? Fuck, what's her name? Zoe and am I right in assuming that she got Zoe like a dude to kind of have time with?
You can roll me an insight check.
So that's what I was assuming.
Sexy time check.
Sexy time. I rolled an 8 plus 5, so 13.
So you're trying to insight whether she attempted to hook Zoe up with someone that night? Okay, so I'll tell you that is true.
Okay.
She did attempt to try to hook Zoe up with some guy.
Well,
It's hot.
this hookup that you tried to arrange outside of Zoe and Anders. So now I'm all confused. I assume you gave them access to your bedroom.
Oh,
That's why.
yep. They used my bedroom.
That's
Then they made pee-pee.
okay. So that's why we need your bedroom.
What was the
Okay.
name of the person you tried to hook her up with?
His
Yeah,
name
we need that name.
was Peter.
Of course.
Peter Griffin.
P.
Double entendre. Well done.
All right. So Peter, last name.
It was Dick.
I didn't ask.
Dick Trickle.
Peter.
And I'm gonna throw in. She was definitely like looking
Handcuffed?
around. Peter. Yep, that was his name. I
That's
didn't guess
not
So
his
I-
name.
So
Ma'am.
at this point, I'm going to lean into her, and I'm going to say, "All right, now we've been very kind with you, but that has come to an end. I suggest you tell us this person's name immediately." I'm going to cast suggestion.
I'd like to like buff up my muscles, my augmented muscles, rip the shirt a little bit more.
Good.
Okay, so we'll say she's doing it with disadvantage. So she got an 11. She's suggested.
Yep. I want to suggest that she gives us the name of the person she hooked Zoe up.
Or else.
I tried to hook her up with someone that night. None of it took. But then I just saw her leaving at one point with a really like bigger than him guy. That was all that I saw. And then I assume she went home after that.
What was his name?
I don't know.
Listen, your friend could be in grave danger.
No, I mean we were just
What?
out, and she just
Okay.
wandered off with him, and I didn't see her.
She's been missing for a whole week, and you think that's no big deal?
I mean, if
I mean,
you saw the guy
What?
and you saw Anders, you wouldn't
Okay.
question it either.
Okay,
Well, you don't like Anders much.
I don't care. I don't care what the guy looked like. She could be dead.
Dead, I tell you.
I mean, what kind of friend isn't concerned about that?
I mean, it was the kind of place that you wander off with a guy by yourself.
Well, you still probably show up the next morning and let everybody know you're okay. I mean, I might be old, but I wasn't once upon a time. And I know that when I wandered off from my friends, I let them know where I was the next day. Or, hey, here's the thought. They would check on me.
Well, again, I just assumed she ran off.
What did
with the
this
guy.
what did this guy look like? Do you have surveillance here?
Kind of.
Okay. We need to see those surveillance tapes, or else we are going to call the cops.
I thought you guys were with the cops.
We work for the cops. We are independent investigators. I will tell you right now, I know enough cops to come in here and make your pretty little house not so pretty while they look for clues for the disappearance and possible murder of your friend.
They're
The
actually
alarm
wanna
system
rough
on
up
the
a bit.
wall. The
No,
alarm
not yet.
system on the wall has records of the house. You can look through that. The password to get into it is 1234.
Alex or Dutch, you want
We'll
to check
show
that?
everything on there.
Alex or Dutch, you want to check that out?
On it.
I'm just gonna stand in front of her and I'm kidding. I think Gus has gotten kind of upset at all of this. Just being an old school kind of guy, I think the common decency of her just not giving a fuck about any of this is making him upset, and he's just standing over her like seething.
Okay, so who's getting into the alarm system?
I will.
Hey, I gotta take like a 5-minute break. I'll be right back.
You can see on the alarm system, the door was opened once Friday morning. And once Saturday afternoon.
And the party ended 8 a.m. Saturday, correct?
Correct. Oh, and the door opened at like 1:53 in the afternoon on Saturday.
Okay, I'm gonna pull Dutch over here and be like, hey, come here.
Yeah, what do we got?
Only one person left this apartment at noon. Noon, right? Is that what you said?
1:53.
At 1:53. So
This was Saturday.
this was Saturday, yeah. So she said they all left at 8. She's lying. You got.
All right. So I'm gonna go back to her. This is getting
She's
to be about
just looking at the ground.
ridiculous.
This is goddamn
Hey,
ridiculous.
Nothing you're saying is adding up. Alarm over there says only one person left. At 1:53.
No, that's the time that I got home. The next day, I went out for a brunch and lunch. And then I came home after we went to the strip club.
So now you went to a strip club.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
That's why she went off by herself.
are we done being nice to this lady?
We
or
thought
what?
she got a private dance at the club. There was no party at my house.
Fucking asshole. That was out of character. So there was not a party here. You were at a strip club. She went off for her own private dance. And then what?
I assume that a young woman who's fairly pretty that went to a strip club and got a private dance and was wearing the bachelorette stuff, the print, the crown, all that. It probably didn't stop at a lap dance. I wasn't going to question it because I imagine it had been a long time and he was really strong and fit.
Yeah, I'm all about the hedonistic indulgences, right? I'm fine with that. I get it. But the fact that your friend walked away and never returned, and you're playing this off.
I assume she ran off with the guy.
Is that something Zoe would? Is that something Zoe would normally do? I mean, it sounds like she's been with Anders for a long time.
Yeah,
I don't think she would
check
just.
that?
Oh, trust me. What you use? Insight checking?
Yeah. Wait. 17 plus 4, 21.
What's
I think
the insight check on?
On her, yes.
No, on what? I mean, she seems to be telling the truth at this point. She assumed that Zoe just ran off with the guy because, at least to her, she's been living the
Loser life.
you know,
I gotcha.
yeah, one of those like she's like they were definitely just collecting dust, and she was hoping that on her one free night, she realized the error of her ways and decided to run off.
Gotcha.
Are you in an OFT?
So the name of this strip club is.
It was Slice of Hell.
Nice. I'd go there.
An exact physical description of this guy.
7 feet tall,
Jesus.
lots of muscles. That's about all that I saw.
She ran off a fucking shack.
Light skin, dark skin, hair. Do you have hair?
I don't know. Okay. Obviously, it's called Slice of Hell, so there's lots of red lights. His skin looked red in the lights, but so did everything else.
Do you have horns? A tail, pointy tail, pitchfork?
I didn't see horns or a tail. He might have grabbed a pitchfork on the way back because they have plenty of them. Because they really
Did she run off with the devil?
leaned into the. Well, they definitely leaned into the whole hell motif. Plenty of the strippers had horns and everything, and definitely a lot of tieflings there.
This place sounds awesome.
No, it doesn't. It sounds awful.
Sounds fantastic.
What are you talking about?
All right.
No,
It's
I
all
mean,
the cliches.
yeah, it's great.
I'm going to turn to the rest of the group. Are we done? Are we done with her? I mean,
So, did anybody else check the house?
No, I kind of leave that in your hands.
Well, I was doing the hacking that you knew of.
Yes.
I did that. So, does somebody want to check the house before we leave? Thrash.
I'll go look around.
Somebody needs to go check out her bedroom. Because I had to walk away. Did they go in the bedroom?
The party did not happen at the house. It was actually at the strip club, right?
Oh,
yeah, she was lying to us.
Gotcha.
She's
Then no, I see.
fucking
I see no need to go check out the.
See,
Yeah.
you guys just all assumed I didn't plan anything. I intentionally didn't plan anything so that I was making it up, acting.
You're an idiot.
All right.
No, I see no reason to stay here.
So, I mean, if Thresh wants to look around, though, he can.
No, I don't really have a need to. I do, however, want to ask her. Do you know what time that she went off with this guy over at the the slice of hell?
They intentionally don't have clocks, so I actually don't know what time it was. And again,
They've been talking to John Tafford.
lots of red lights.
Make sure maximize their minutes per customer.
All right. Well, I'm going to say this. I don't appreciate the lies you were telling us.
Well, it's not like I'm going to tell people hired by her fiance that she went and, went to Pound Town at a strip club.
She went in the champagne room.
That is none of our
the Strong
concern.
Willows, that's a hefty class to be marrying into. I'm not going to,
Well,
have her give it away because she decided to finally have some fun on one night.
my colleague led this discussion with saying, we don't care about that. Our job is to find her.
Well, yeah, and then your parents, when you were little, said, I won't be mad at you if you tell the truth. Were they
Well,
mad at you?
We're past that point.
I didn't have.
We're not tattletales here. And now you've upset Thrash. He didn't have.
I'm gonna pat Thrash on the back as he says that.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that he didn't have parents. I mean, he looks like, I just assumed that he belonged in this district. I mean, most of the guys walk around like that.
Wow.
Which, if you don't have anything later...
I was. Oh, damn, beat me to it. I was going to intentionally leave a business card behind.
I think we're done here. I've had enough of this.
I am done.
I will, however, give her that business card.
Food nanny.
She definitely takes a peek at...
Is it just like under your arm? Where do you keep your business cards
I
at?
have pockets in the pants that I'm actually wearing.
How do you fit shit in leather pockets?
I can't fit
Dude,
much.
he's totally Scott Stapp from Screed.
There's no disguising what he's packing.
No, there's not.
Can you take me?
You're the lead singer from Creed.
You guys are the worst.
All right, let's. I guess we're going to hell, guys.
I see what you did there.
Speak for yourself there, Dutch.
Well, not literally. Right.
Okay,
Ah,
off to hell.
yeah. I got nothing else here.
All right, so you guys fast travel to Slice of Hell unless anyone else has anything they want to do. Before you get
No, I'm
there.
going to take that shirt off, the ripped shirt, and I'm just going to leave it behind.
Let these titties
she-
fly.
She appreciates that. Do you like actually rip out of it, or do you just take it
Yeah,
off?
we'll do it that way. That's more fun.
Oh yeah, that's burnt
Alright.
into her memory. Oh,
And I barfed a little bit.
That's what I'm going for.
all right. And you guys arrive about 30 minutes later at Slice of Hell. Again, it's still in the nicer looking part of town, despite being a strip club. And of course, they really play into the hell and devil motifs. It's got Slice of Hell, and then the line under L loops back under everything, and of course has the fork tail on the end, or the pointed tail. The H has the devil horns on top of it. Yeah, they're playing into it.
I'm totally imagining the bar from Dust Till Dawn.
Yeah,
The titty twister.
various shades of red and black. And standing outside is just a massive beast of a humanoid. So monstrous, you would probably say that he was actually an ogre. And he's just taking up the whole front door, even though it's, I think, 3 or 4 in the afternoon. He still looks like he takes his job seriously as you guys roll up.
Now they were here on a Friday night
Correct.
Into Saturday morning.
into Saturday morning. Gotcha. Okay. Well, you're a big fella.
Yep. He's wearing like the full suit with very open shirt, and you can see the gold chain around his neck.
I'm gonna imagine that having seen this guy as we were walking up, I kind of bulk up my augmented muscles to kind of match his stature a little.
He
Yeah,
still
we're-
towers over you by a good 2 feet, I think. And where like your muscle, this guy, like he's definitely fit, but it's more of he just is naturally.
It's like that fat fit.
Yeah.
Fat fit.
Kingpin from the 90s Spider-Man.
Yeah. Yeah, that's totally what I'm imagining.
I'll be back. Sorry, guys.
You got poop?
Number 2. Do we want to take a $5?
Come on, camera two.
I mean, if we can wait until about 9, because that's when my computer resets. But I am hopefully getting a SSD installed soon, so I'll be really fast.
Fingers crossed.
Relatively speaking, at least.
Yeah, 10 minutes it is now. All right, but
Relatively speaking.
yeah,
Well,
the
actually,
bouncer is standing in front of the doors.
does it look busy for a Sunday or?
Oh God, no! It's
they
still
closed?
Saturday, I think.
Okay.
So, at this,
It looks open, and you can kind of imagine it's pretty dead.
at this point, we would have seen like the police badges. Can I retcon that I've tried to forge one of these?
Give me a forgery check.
Is that Dex modifier plus proficiency?
Yes.
Fuck. That's a 10.
Okay.
It hit my book, so. And
If you feel that it was canted or whatever, you can re-roll it. It doesn't matter to me.
No, I'm square with a 10.
Well, you need a box. You gotta roll in the box.
What's in the box?
I actually watched that yesterday.
It's a good movie. It's very good. Very
Been a
creepy.
while.
You know what movie I watched yesterday? Lord of the Rings: The Fellowship of the Ring. I forgot how awesome that movie is.
Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, so I mean, not to get us too much of a sidetrack here.
So, but how bad does it look?
10? I mean, if you do the whole, like, flash it really quick,
Yeah,
like,
that's
where
what
you
I'm
just
doing.
open the wallet and then close it again, like, it might pass.
That's what I'm doing. I'm going to do that.
So, I mean, again, it's going to be a contested roll.
Okay.
So, like, every time that you try to flash it, I'm going to roll against it.
That's fair. That's fair.
I mean, if we really wanted to get into it, have you give me a dex check to see how fast. In fact, just go ahead and give me just a straight dex check, and we'll say that's how fast you can.
Nat 20,
Just
baby.
every time.
That was a nat 20 plus 4.
Nat 20? Okay. So we'll say that they have disadvantage when they're checking it.
Okay. That's cool. I'm
So,
not gonna do it right yet.
He's just standing in front of the door.
yeah, we're not here for lap dances.
Uh-huh. That's what they always say.
We are here to, I don't know, speak with a manager.
It's usually what they say too.
I'm gonna
5 gold to get in.
I'm gonna flash and go, this is official police business.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so
Moves
manager.
a little bit to the side.
All right.
Thank you, appreciate
just-
that. I'll put
You
a
can
good
go
word.
in.
I'm gonna walk in just so that we're in the building without
Yeah,
don't want to
you
mess
all
around.
You all can get in.
Okay.
Inside, again, they lean heavily on the hell motif. Lights are red, interchanged with strobes. Of course, they've got little fake flames around the catwalk. Basically just, again, really painfully leaning into it. Lots of reds, shades of reds, contrasted with blacks. Currently up on stage is a tiefling, again, very much leaning into it and just scantily clad in a red outfit.
Hey,
Looks like she just started her set.
Gus, you might want to avert your eyes.
Do Thrash's nipples get hard?
You know it. Nipple check.
Yeah, I want to check to see if his nipples are hard.
I guess Thrash.
No. They're not.
No.
So actually, now that Alex looks back at Thrash, and you guys are walking in, he very much seems to fit in.
Those leather pants got just a little bit tighter.
It's-
Thrash, you look at
I can
home,
go with
man.
that one. That was my place, man.
Is there like a clear manager's office
you've
or
got the catwalk, and then off to the side the bar, and there's maybe like 5 people in. They actually appear to be eating a little bit, like having a light dinner.
I always heard strip clubs have good buffets. You
best steak ever?
guys want to get
So yeah, you've got the bar, which has a big orc behind it. Not half orc. He appears to be completely 100% orc. And then you can, plenty of booths that you could sit in. And then there appears to be a manager's room off to the side. And then there's also another hallway that you imagine that's where the private dances are. Somebody comes up to Thrash. It's another tiefling woman. Runs her hand across his pecs and says, "You looking for a dance?"
I might be, but not at this moment. I'm a little busy. But how about on the way out?
I know they're auditioning soon. Are you? She spanks your butt with her tail. Gonna get up there?
I am here to talk to the manager. We'll just say that for right now.
Actually,
Sounds
I'm going to
good.
pull out. I would like to pull out 5 credits, gold credits. Say, actually, he would love a dance.
Private dances are 100 gold.
All right then.
She finger guns Thrash. I'll see you later, big boy. And she wanders off to go talk to someone else.
Hey, whoa, hold on.
Yeah, she's already gone.
Damn it.
So is that so? Let me make sure I understand. Is that set up
What?
a private dance?
No,
Sounds
you
like it
offered
is.
5, and it was it's 100 for a private dance.
Okay.
A little short.
So listen. I know it's very embarrassing for you, but one of us needs to get somebody who was here that night alone because the manager ain't gonna say shit.
Well, I mean, who's the oldest, creepiest guy here? That's you. So let's get
So
let's
I
get
am
this
not.
going.
So what I'm saying is, the oldest, creepiest guy here is not the guy to send into a private dance and expect these women to just tell him stuff. Okay?
They think
We
you're
need-
gonna die soon.
We need somebody. We need somebody young, and we need somebody that maybe they feel they can trust. Maybe
mean-
somebody who's a little on their side.
Definitely leather pants then.
I will
Makes
totally do
precise-
this, but we just got to make sure we do it with somebody that we actually know is here. That's all.
I just want to confirm that the four of you were just standing in a group,
Yes.
whispering to each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like the 18-year-olds like, oh, look at
Like,
the boobies.
like as quietly as possible. Whisper.
At this point, the tiefling woman up on stage rips her pants off and resumes her dance.
Can I do an investigation check? Her lower half. I'm kidding. It's gross.
You're the worst.
I feel gross for saying it.
A couple of the guys in the audience do clap, though.
So, if we use gold credit, how does that work?
How does that show up on your receipt? It's
So I have fears of making it hail instead of making it rain. I'm asking how that works in our world.
Let's pretend that it's each dancer, like there's an auto reader up top that has each one's individual barcode, I guess, for lack of a better term.
QR code.
Yeah, you punch that in, and then it holographic dollar bills like rain from the ceiling.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Great
That's
use of imagination.
that's freaking cool. That's really freaking cool. Okay,
And you do see that happen after she rips her pants off. Some money does fall from. I
that's
think
really
holographic,
freaking cool.
Money falls from the ceiling.
Like I can see that in my head, and that's freaking cool.
That's
I wanna-
good. Just
Such
made
a,
that up.
Such a dork.
The future.
Future. Is
Well, Gus, I think as much as we need to talk to the manager,
Okay.
but I think it is a good idea to send the most virile of us to one of those back rooms.
So
it's definitely through.
plus, on the plus, we won't have the manager then watching what we're doing, or what our friend here is doing.
You hear a voice from the bar. Y'all gonna get a table or just stand there awkwardly?
We're standing, thanks, for now.
I'll have a whiskey, if you don't mind, sir.
That's no problem. He disappears for bends over or under the bar for a second, comes back up with a shot. Only 5 silver.
Okay. I'll slide my finger on the barcode reader.
Yep. Automatically gets the money.
That's the sound of
There,
it.
Does it make that noise?
it definitely does. Is there something
Okay.
I can help y'all with?
I kind of groan at that noise because that just sounds horrible. Like they couldn't find a better noise. But anyway,
Yeah, we're here we're here to see the manager.
Which one?
Who
Or
works?
do you just want a manager?
Who works? The manager that was here Friday night. Is that person here right now?
Yeah. Both of them work, and I think I saw both of them come in earlier, so they should be around.
Alright, well, whoever's in. I don't want the assistant to the manager. I want the manager.
assistant to the regional manager.
They co-own the place, so either one's good.
Alright, they just back here.
I mean, anywhere you point.
I
us-
can call them out for you, or
Yeah, that
Well-
that'll probably be easier.
Alright, that'll work.
So he gets on the phone. They actually still have like a physical phone in the back or behind the bar. He picks it up, doesn't dial, says, yeah, there's 4 guys wanting to talk to one or both of you, I think. And he hangs up. Be just a second. Have a drink. Watch a girl. It's up to y'all.
Yeah. Do you have male dancers? Are they on the bill as well?
No, we try to cater to all lifestyles. So yeah, you can find pretty much whatever you're after.
Right.
Is this one actually here for an audition? Is that where you came?
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, we cater to both, you know.
Yeah.
Whatever
I was hoping to
floats
talk
your
about
boat.
the opportunities. Yeah.
All right, well, you can talk to the manager when they get here.
Sweet.
Anytime.
I'm just gonna walk over to the stage, and enchanted by the crowd and the things going on the stage.
Okay.
Wide-eyed.
Thrash is taking in the scenery.
Do I see any male strippers that are 7 foot tall and full of muscles?
Give me a perception check.
That's like really good for me. 7 plus 19 is 26.
You do
Observant
see,
feat.
there's plenty of female strippers. There is one that
I hate that woman.
there is a man that there's a couple guys, a few guys out roaming. Again, there's maybe now 7 people, not counting you guys. And you know, a couple of the girls just come up to the bar to talk to the bartender, and he just chats with them. One guy, you know, so there's one. He's maybe 6 feet tall or so, all muscles, black leather pants. I think long black hair. He's facing the bar. And then you see another guy who's like 5 foot but tiefling. That appears to be it.
So I'll kind of whistle and get the attention of everybody and kind of head nod back over to there. You think that might be the guy?
Wait, so which guy? The tiefling guy? Or?
Not the tiefling. The one next to him. Was the one next to him fitting the description?
Yeah,
or was
but
I
it
lost?
also Thrash.
Oh, shit. Thrash. Get out of there, Thrash. So nobody other than Thrash fitting.
No, not that you see.
Well, shit. I don't.
Too distracted to notice anything he said.
I don't see steadily the 7 foot tall muscle man we were looking for. So I'm thinking talk to the manager, see what we can find. But I do think we need to get somebody in those back rooms, maybe snooping around.
And at this point, someone kind of sneaking up behind you, kind of whips your butt with a tail. Oh yes, I'm sure we could find someone to help you back in the back rooms. I'm one of the managers. My name's Zane. How can I help you, tall, dark, and handsome?
Oh,
This guy's really skeevy. I like him.
God, I feel
Zane.
gross.
Well,
And tiefling, long horns that kind of ram's horn style curl back, long tail, and he has kind of reddish skin. Next to him is another tiefling woman. Her horns are significantly smaller, almost just kind of straight points up in the air. Long red hair. She's wearing a very red satiny outfit. And Zane appears to be wearing similar leather pants, but with a red kind of sash tied around his waist. No shirt. And he's also in extremely good shape, like 8-pack style.
Thrash fits in here.
And the woman, again, very lithe, high heels, so she almost appears to be that they're about the same height at like 5.5 feet tall.
Well, I mean, our buddy over there, Thrash, he is maybe interested in some stage time.
Ooh.
But
An auditioning dancer. He looks to be quite the specimen.
So outside my comfort zone with this.
embrace it.
Trying to.
But to be totally honest, we are here on business.
I can
We
tell.
are.
And I'm just over there sliding on the payment device.
It does, holographic money rains from the ceiling.
We are looking. We are actually looking for one of your dancers, male dancer, tall, muscles.
I define tall.
7 foot plus.
I don't think that we should. I don't think we have anyone employed that's tall. Your friend over there seems to be about the closest we could have.
Fuck, you guys are blowing up the chat.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. Boner jokes. Are you sure nobody you don't have
7
any...
feet tall? No, we don't have anyone like that. Although I would certainly employ them if we did.
What about any customers that are regulars that might fit that description?
Oh, we have plenty of regular customers. Usually they... How good a shape is Gus in? And Dutch, I guess, for that matter.
Gus is, being former military, I don't think Gus ever really lost the exercise bug. I think he wakes up every day and probably goes through a little regiment. So
slim, definitely.
Slim, but he wears loose-fitting clothes. Like he wears a trench coat and he wears a button-down shirt that's maybe a little bit too large for him for what would be considered like right at the time, or what's appropriate for fashion at the time.
Okay. And
Dutch, no, he's definitely got like a beer belly going on.
Okay.
His one arm that you can see is pretty muscular, but he doesn't work out or anything. It's kind of just some natural. I hate things.
You guys.
Sorry, it's the implication of having one really strong.
Sorry. I know, as I said that, I was like, I got one really strong arm. If you know what I mean.
Oh, this is awkward.
Oh, this is going down a weird path.
Okay, I'm back. He does kind of indicate towards Dutch's gut and says, usually our customers tend to indulge themselves a little and aren't what you would describe as 7 feet and muscular.
Right. I guess next question. There was a bachelorette party in here the other night.
We
Week
have
ago.
plenty of them. I'll need you to be a little more specific.
This one was a smaller one. There wasn't a whole lot of women. But one of them went back in the back rooms and has not been seen since.
That's tragic, although perhaps if it was a bachelorette party, they saw something in the back room that made them realize monogamy is so overdone. Do you have a picture of this woman? And I'm sure Anders would have given you guys a picture of her.
Yeah. Gus, you got that photo?
Is the stage show still going on?
She's definitely finishing up at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll pull out my communication device or my cell phone or whatever we got and show the picture.
And I imagine, because Gus still enjoys handwritten letters, he has a flip phone. Like,
yeah, it's definitely an older communication device.
oh, I've never seen one this old that still works.
Still gets the best service out of anything I ever owned.
Takes the phone.
If the show has ended by now, I'll say I'm just now rejoining the group.
Okay. The female co-owner certainly seems to take an interest in Thrash and starts to. She had been like hanging on to Zane, the male owner, but she kind of maneuvers towards Thrash and kind of loops her arm around his and is stroking his bicep.
And who might you be?
Oh, my name's Lilith. It's a pleasure to meet you. What can I?
Mom.
What are you guys doing? I mean, I've heard that you're trying to find a missing woman. And then, sorry, I sounded like there was someone out in the hallway, and it's Sunday night on a 3-day weekend, so it's a little scary. But looking at the phone, Zane says, "Oh, we don't see many old devices, but usually ones like this tend to last a long time." But
What's
this
the brand of
woman-
that? Is it no Kaye?
Yes. Yes. He'll hand the phone back to him. The woman, I possibly remember having seen her. What was your name again? He asked Gus. I assume Devin's out for a second, so Gus probably responds, yes. Well, Gus, if you would like to come into the back room with me, we can go take a look if you would like. And he does a wink at Lilith. Everyone can give me insight check.
22.
Here's my insight. Holy moly. 13.
Okay.
15.
So, Alex, there was definitely something more than just a wink there. But it could just be people that are really, really close.
Right.
And so we'll wait for Devin to get back for just a second.
He had a poop.
Lilith, I had the full screen, the chat bar. I was not able to focus. Oh.
Good.
But stroking Thrash's arm, she'll say, "I see that you're quite the strapping young man and quite, again, another slap on his leather-clad buttocks. Tight in places.
You got that
Say
right.
we go into the back and see how flexible you are."
I like that line. Oh, okay. How much is that going to cost me, though? Because I can just spend a whole bunch back there.
Oh, consider it an audition if you're wanting to try out. Otherwise,
Hey, I need something to do in my spare time
This
besides
one's
beat
on
people
the
up, so I'll
house.
do it. Okay.
perfect. You two can wait here. I'll be hopefully not back too soon. And she will lead Thrash back to one of the private rooms. And we'll jump back. So we'll say that Zane has not left yet, but he's definitely trying to convince Gus, there's only two people can fit back into the private rooms. This is intentional. As you see, it's sometimes dangerous for our staff if multiple people go back. Sometimes clients think that they can have a little much fun, if you will. Now, is there anything else that I can potentially help you two with?
Definitely don't want people having fun.
I mean, we have the security system, you're more than welcome to
Yeah,
peruse through and see what you can
we'd like to check.
unearth.
Yeah, we'd like to check the tapes last Friday evening.
Perfect. I will call in Joe, and he will take you to where our security system is
No,
and walk you through everything. And
That
he
would be
snaps his
great.
fingers, and you see one of the tiefling girls go out, talk to someone briefly, come back in. The big ogre bouncer comes back in. Yeah, boss. I need you to take these two back into the security room and let them look to their heart's content. At which point, Joe, the bouncer, escorts you guys back.
that's me and Alex.
Correct.
Okay.
He's still trying to convince Gus that it's worthwhile to look in the back room.
All right. Well, Joe, we appreciate this.
Yeah, it's no problem. Here's
If you
the room.
can-
Don't break
All right.
anything.
All right,
Nothing weird.
sounds good.
Also, Bob, if you're talking, it's muted.
It's 10. Do we want to take a quick 5?
Yeah, we can. That lets Devin get back so that I can
Yeah.
try to do dirty things to him.
I need
Okay.
some water. Alright.
Water is in the
Quick
water.
5.
All right. Don't go anywhere, people.
All right, so Gus, Zane is currently trying to convince you that you need to go into one of the back rooms by himself, and just that it's just not big enough for more than 2 people.
Just the two of us.
And just so I'm clear, who are we going to be speaking to back there?
Oh, you're going to use your investigative abilities to sleuth out what might have happened in one of the rooms.
I mean, do we know for certain that something happened in one of the rooms? Because last I heard was you didn't even see our person here.
No, just because I didn't see her doesn't mean that she wasn't here. So,
All right.
that's my best
I
suggestion.
mean, he's got a point, right?
He's got 2 of them. His horns.
Oh, and we'll say that at this point, Lilith is leading Thrash off into a different back room too.
I would like to
Investigate.
insight check him before I do anything.
Okay, go ahead.
I got a 14.
Seems to be on the up and up.
Nothing about this guy seems on the up and up.
Smooth operator.
One thing.
Except one thing.
Okay. I'll tell you what. Let's wait and see what we find on the security footage first. If we can find reason to believe that she might have gone into one of the champagne rooms, I'd be happy to go investigate. Till then, I'll be happy to sit out here and drink another drink if you don't mind.
Perfect. I'll have Jim mix you up something strong. And we'll say at this point, Dutch and Alex go back into the security room with the bouncer.
Okay.
Does he show signs of like leaving us in there alone, or is he kind of?
He seems too big to actually fit into the door. So he stands at the doorway and watches you two at the computer.
Yeah. We'll take it from here, and I want to try to close the door.
He does the whole like just hand on the door. Nah, door stays open.
It's worth a shot. All right. Alex, you want to dive in on that? I think you have a better.
Yeah, I would actually. I kind of like do this little thing with my, sleeves and just be like, fucking hacking the mainframe.
You gotta
tweaking
tweak
your
the PRAM.
You got one of this going on?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, so give me sleight of hand
Oh, come on, baby. Come on.
or perception. It's up to you.
That's a natural one.
Natural
Yeah.
one. You do that, like,
Where's
crack your
Devin
knuckles.
with his divination?
I'm not around. I can't.
I know.
You try a couple of what you feel would be
Well,
obvious passwords.
So let me ask you. I don't know how that works. If I'm not in the area, can I have a flash of divination?
I'll say no, just because it might have to be in the same room.
Okay. It doesn't say one way or the other. I mean, it makes sense that I would have to be there to have the flash.
I mean,
Like
I'm also
some-
going to say this one, like, maybe if it was an important role, yeah, but
Okay.
because he's can also give me a perception check, or Dutch can. In fact, let's have Dutch give me a perception check.
Yeah, as I'm looking over his shoulders, I see him kind of like, ooh, you probably open that folder over there. That's a perception.
Yep.
That's gonna be a 30.
Click Windows
30,
Explorer.
A
Windows
30.
Explorer. Click
You-
Windows Explorer. The folder.
grab
The yellow folder. It's the
You grab
icon that looks like a yellow
Post-it note
folder.
that's on top of the computer that clearly has the password on it.
I'll tap on his shoulder and point up. Yeah, hey, password's right there, buddy.
I mean, that's what I was going to try next. You got to look a little bit more professional, you know.
Yeah. You didn't want to test your skills. I get it.
That's fair.
So yeah, you can get into the computer now.
Okay.
So last
I wanna,
Friday.
yeah, pull up footage from last Friday and see if we can find whatever their dumb name is.
Zoe.
Dathena.
Zoe.
Dathena.
Is-
Or you-
Zoe,
Zoe.
Or
Well,
Dathena.
actually, Dathena too. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
go ahead and
or
give me
A
perception
7 foot
check.
tall
Yeah,
Creed.
perception check at advantage because you specifically have the picture of the girl, and then you also have a 7 foot tall guy that you're looking for.
And you blew everywhere.
Both of you can either roll it or one of you at advantage. Doesn't matter.
You go ahead, Dutch, advantage.
Mine's pretty good.
Yeah, like plus 30.
All right, so I I rolled a 4 and a 5, but I get to add 19. So
What?
for perception,
19? How the fuck does
'Cause,
that work?
That
it's
seems
the
wrong.
observant feat. I have
That's a plus 5.
Oh, my passive is 19. Sorry,
There we
excuse
go.
me. Let me see. I get a roll of 27. No, I get a plus 10, so 15. Sorry.
Okay, that sounds better. Okay, we were getting to 3.5 there for a
was
second.
Well,
trying,
so, question. You were going to give him advantage because we had the picture. That means I'm not helping. I can roll my own too, right?
Oh, okay, that works for me.
Oh, that's a 14.
That's 1 point better.
Do I get advantage too?
I had a 50.
Yeah, both of you have.
Oh, okay.
Because you have the picture, that's what you're.
I mean,
and a
I
giant
knew
dude.
that. I just wanted to make sure you were there. That's a 19.
19.
19.
It is one of those things where, you guys are scanning, and then Alex scrolls back a little bit and points to her, and then it's one of those like Dutch immediately after, like once his finger's on the screen, Dutch is like, "Oh yeah, she's." Yep, that's
Yeah,
her.
I saw her.
You see her walking into the back with a big, just burly guy.
Big old titties.
Is it-
Did he have big titties?
Tiggle bitties.
Big pectoral titties. Yep.
Is this a human?
It's like Terry Crews style. I think he was human, yes.
Did he do the
Okay.
titty dance?
You don't see it on video, but with how many muscles there are, probably.
That's fair.
So what I want to do is kind of back up and follow him and see where he comes from around the
Okay.
club. Because Zane said they don't have a dancer that fit his description.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to
You-
log his whole previous.
So you guys trace it back, and it's difficult. There are a couple times where like you watch it, and he just like walks out from behind a wall, and so you rescan it. You don't necessarily see him beforehand, but I mean, maybe
Wait.
he was just sitting in the right place.
Did you see that? Looks like he just appeared out of the wall.
Yeah, this is. I don't believe he is under the employ of Slice of Hell. Who's the bouncer that's just outside our door?
Joe.
Hey, Joe, you want
Hi,
to
Joe.
lean in here? You know this guy, this fella that's
leans
escorting
his
this
head
lady to the back?
No. But he's big.
Yeah. Don't say that twice. So he's not an employee here?
Is that the part that I don't have to say twice?
Yeah, well, what about... I mean, have you seen him before?
He takes another look. No.
God, you are worthless.
Great. A lot of help, Joe. Thanks. Well... Can we like freeze frame it on a spot where we can see his face and try to get like a little screen grab, and so we have a pixelated picture?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
You guys do that easy enough.
All right.
Send it to your devices.
Enhance.
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 Um,
I
As-
broke my computer, by the way.
after she goes into the back room with this guy, as Zoe does, what do we see Dathena do on the film?
She like looks and does the woo.
Hercules.
She's very happy.
Okay, but does she stick around?
Yeah, she appears to be there for another couple of hours. At this point, on a busy Saturday morning, at the bar, the club is in full swing. Plenty of male dancers, plenty of female dancers. It's almost, you imagine it's probably beyond capacity.
Fire hazard.
Yeah, it's very busy.
So, we
She
see?
just eventually takes off.
Can we see what back room she goes into?
They don't have they have cameras leading up to the back room. That is it.
But none
They
in
do not
like
have
the
cameras
hallway.
in the room. No.
Okay, last thing. Do we ever see her come out or him
No.
as we're scanning? No. Okay.
And so we freeze frame as best a picture of this guy that we can get. I'm going to capture it like on my phone or my visor or whatever I can do. Did you know
Yep.
I heard if you press your temples and your taint at the same time, it takes a screenshot?
Locks it in that long-term memory. Spank bank.
That's an iPhone joke.
All right, so
Oh boy. I was not paying full attention, and that was not a great thing to come right back into.
I'll
Well, I
say it
think
again
we
for you,
could-
Travis.
Nope, please don't. Thank you.
Temple and taint.
TNT. I think we got what we needed to. We need to find this fella.
I mean, yeah, it goes in the back room, right? So off we go.
Yep.
I mean, is there anything else in this room that would help?
In the security room, I mean, it's like the one crappy monitor.
Like, does it have a like
There's a baseball bat,
transactions?
which is more like a club, but
Can we see like transactions of like credit swipes or?
no, you don't seem to find that in the security office.
Do we see this guy make it rain on anybody at any point in time?
No, he seems to come out from behind, like, a pillar. Which, I mean, there are plenty of like just
Blind spots.
yeah, and that seems to be where he comes out of.
But we did see him escort her to the back, right?
Correct. Well, those two did. You're busy.
Right.
Zane is busy feeding you drinks.
Yes. Yeah. And then okay.
Okay, I'm good here.
Yeah. Let's go meet up with Gus. He might need some saving.
Okay, so Gus, how many drinks have you had while they've been gone? It's been maybe 10, 15 minutes.
Oh God. One that I maybe took a sip or two out of.
Okay.
Like I was mostly being hospitable and trying to seem not like my spider sense was going off, and that I'm not going in the back room with this guy without a legit reason to.
Okay.
So I've maybe taken a sip or two, and then I've probably just been engaging in small talk.
Oh, it's not small talk. It's definitely sweet talk. He's doing the like shoulder rub, like trying to just get you comfy.
Okay. I'm obliging him as much as I can.
He's actually
I'm not
really good at like it's just like normally it would be a creepy shoulder massage or rub, but like, man, he's just able to really get in there, and like you didn't realize that you were sore right there, but man, he's just releasing all that tension.
So I'm probably keeping him happy, obliging him as much as I can.
Yeah.
It's not going anywhere. I'm being a detective, and I'm being hospitable and polite. So.
Okay, so they return. Did you two find some information that needs exploring?
Yes, and I'm gonna show the picture that I took on my mobular device.
Mobular device?
It's a thing. It's futuristic.
It's a futuristic, Devin. I mean, you wouldn't even know.
You don't even know.
You don't even know, bro.
Yeah, so apparently he is the one we are looking for.
And he decided to take your young lady into the back room.
Yep, so we're going to need to see the back rooms as well, homie.
Only 2 people at a time can go back there, and
well, I'll go with you.
I must be one of them.
I'll go with you.
Oh, Gus doesn't want to go?
No,
I thought
you're weird. I'm sorry.
that he was the investigative type, and everyone else just kind of helped out.
I mean, I'll investigate you.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case.
Yep, top to bottom, baby.
Okay.
T to B.
Just kind of like, again, how tall is Alex?
Oh, she's 6'1". He's 6'1".
Okay, so, yeah, he just kind of like, even though Alex is significantly taller than this guy, he doesn't grow physically, but he just seems to like take you and seem even with you. You're just kind of fully almost enclosed by him. And he starts to guide you into the back room. He takes you or shows you into one of the rooms. They all look similar. Perhaps you should look in this one first.
I want to look in all of them.
Oh, that is like to get around to you.
I feel like you're trying to hit on me when, at this point, we're literally just trying to look into this room.
It's part of the business. It's a requirement.
I feel like it doesn't have to be, maybe. You're just being weird about it. So,
the room. Would you like to look in it?
Yeah. Yep. I do.
Okay, you go into the room.
So Alex is going in the room?
Yep.
Okay.
Everyone but Thrash, take your headphones off. And I'll try to type in the chat in a little bit.
You want me to take my headphones off too?
Yep. We're doing Thrash's first. Because he's just been chilling for like 15 minutes in one of the back rooms.
Yep.
All right, Thrash. Lilith takes you in. It's a fairly decent size. Like they were very much lying there. You could fit a host of people in here. And it's got the table, the very deep plush red couches, and she kind of pushes you into it. And if you let that happen, you sink like a full foot into this thing. Do you let her push you into the couch? Okay, she then like steps up onto the table, which was clearly made for this purpose. And she starts to just, I can't do it because I'm an English teacher, not a stripper. But she begins to gyrate and move in a pleasing fashion. And she does this for a while before finally enough time so that they've done all their stuff. She then gets closer to you, is gyrating. At this point, it's gone from just her dancing on the table to very personal lap dance. And then she runs a finger up your chest, gets her face really close to you, like, nose touching your nose. And she says, I just have to check for legal purposes, but you want this to happen, don't you?
I think I do.
Okay. And then at this point, she kisses you. Give me a Constitution save.
Constitution save. That is a 10.
A 10. You take 31 damage.
Really?
And
wow. Thank
this
God for that
reduction.
level up.
So this is also from 31 damage plus it's 31 damage completely from your hit points. So whatever you're sitting at, that's it permanently until a long rest. As she does a draining kiss on you.
Oh,
you can feel the energy leaching from your body. Your muscles, even cybernetically enhanced, seem to drain. You can feel the physical electric energy that runs your muscles draining. You actually begin to sag a little bit. You look into her eyes, and her eyes are a fiery red as large red wings emerge from her back and a long tail. Her horns shorten. And in case you didn't already guess, she's a succubus.
Gotcha. I did not.
And
oh,
so,
damn.
She's doing that. Black lines appear on your veins from where she's just sucking the life from your body. What would you like to do at this point?
Fuck, I'm going to push her off me.
Okay, go ahead and give me a strength check.
A strength check.
I'll say it's
Got
contested.
21.
21. You kicking or diving into the deepest parts of yourself. You manage to get your foot up between her chest and just kick her off of you. She explodes out of the doorway. I'm going to have Alex put his on. You don't have to put or take your headphones off because you already know what happens. Just try not to give it away.
I will not. Damn.
Okay.
Oh, hello. I'm so special.
So, Zane escorts you into the room. Go ahead and investigate here all. And he closes the door.
Well, let's keep that open if you wouldn't mind.
Let's go ahead and take a load off. I'm sure that you're a busy type. Why don't you have a seat for me?
Typically busy, you're right.
I mean, you look so
I
exhausted.
think I'm not going to do that. But let's just keep the door open. I mean, it's better, I guess,
I think that you should just take a load off, take a seat, and let's see where this goes.
Oh, sure, okay.
You sit down?
No.
Okay. Go ahead and give me
Not
a
doing
wisdom
that.
save.
What? Oh, God. Ugh, not good. An 8 plus 1, a 9.
You feel yourself want to sit down. So much that you don't even feel yourself flop into the chair. And again, you sink. It feels like a good foot into this chair. It's really comfy.
Okay. Well,
Zane.
I mean, I guess while we're here, right?
Exactly. I mean, you clearly work so hard. Now,
I feel like this is unwarranted coming on to me, and
let's get this helmet off of you.
it doesn't come off. It's actually augmented to my face.
So just mechanically, you are actually charmed. That's what you failed.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
Yeah.
helmet comes off.
Okay.
See the little ears just pop up.
He flops or sits on the couch next to you, plays with one of the tufts of your ears. I think that I'm going to quite enjoy this. He leans in, brushes your little kitty cat nose with his. Go ahead and give me a con save, would you?
Oh, great. It's a nat 20, baby.
Nat 20, that's good. Because
I do
in
feel
that
like
case,
that is good.
you only take 15 psychic damage
Oh, from
as
what?
he kisses you. You feel the life drained out of you. By the way, that's 15 hit points reduced
From
until
the
you take a
title?
long rest.
Title?
Yep. So in that case,
I have 18 total hit points at this point.
I have way less than that.
what would you like to do after that?
Who, me?
Yes. I'll say that breaks the effect.
Okay. I mean, knowing that it's this, I want to. I mean, how does the door open?
It opens in.
In. Okay. Well, I want to try and bolt past him and out into the.
I mean, it's one of those like hollow doors that you could just easily just break through.
I'm just gonna dive right through it then.
Okay. Yeah, you just get up, leapfrog over the table, smash through the door. You actually smash through the door at the same time Lilith does. In fact, but she smashes through the door on the opposite side of the hallway. And I imagine at that point, Thrash stumbles out of his door. Gus and Dutch, you hear... Are you guys like waiting in the hallway? What are you guys doing?
I probably would have gotten as close to the champagne rooms as I could.
Okay. Dutch?
Yeah, definitely in a spot where we could at least see down the hallway. The best we
Do
could.
I come through the door? Because
I imagine
something else happened.
you guys hear the crash almost simultaneously of the doors and people flying through them. Lilith, wings outstretched, flies through the hallway through another door as she was apparently a projectile and kicked out the door. Meanwhile, Alex, full cat ears out, helmet off, dives through the door, comes up in a kind of like a 3-point stance, sword probably at the ready. That's what you guys see. Oh, and then Thrash, like I imagine kind of slowly, almost drunkenly seemingly, stumbles out of his room.
I'm gonna say, yo, these motherfuckers ain't one of us.
So, excuse me. Well, I'm gonna like nudge Gus, and I'm gonna pull my gun, and I'm gonna get up and run over to the hallway.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I imagine you guys both like were maybe chit chatting, and then just two people erupt out of the doors.
Yeah.
Yep, that's our cue.
So I have my walking stick, and I'll pull it up and get it ready, like battle ready.
Okay. At this point, I imagine everyone go ahead and roll me initiative.
Oh shit! Oh Jesus! Somebody's with roll 20.
So
Initiative is with Dex, right?
Correct.
11.
I have a 14.
1 and 1. 11.
15 for me. Actually,
Alex got a 14.
1d20 minus 1. Here, I'll just roll it this way.
That is correct.
okay. Oh Jesus! I got a 3.
I had a 19.
Okay.
I've been using Roll20
okay.
because it'll show me the math, so I know
Yeah.
exactly what I'm then supposed to roll with my actual dice.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
I'm sorry. What did Thrash get then?
A 3 with a nat 1.
Bummer.
Damn.
What did Gus get?
19.
Gus got a 19. Okay.
This is boy. All
No,
right.
no, 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 19.
And then Thrash got a 3
19.
total.
Motherfucking
Okay.
19.
Oh, good. You can put text.
Oh God, Thrash. There we go. Sorry, words. I forgot how to do initiative for a second. All right. Up first, Zane slowly, elegantly steps out of the. Actually, he opens the door. You hear the
Elegantly.
squeak. You hear the squeak of the door. He steps out. Wings unfurl.
And Zane was with Alex, correct?
Correct. So Zane is like right next to Alex, and at this point he's going to look down and say, "You should have just made it easy." And he's going to take a claw attack as he holds out his hand, and claws, long, gnarly, 2-inch claws appear at the ends of his hands. That's a... What is that? That's a 23 to hit.
To me?
Yep.
Yeah,
God
that
damn.
hits.
Okay.
No.
Swing and a miss.
4 damage. 4 slashing damage.
Oh, phew.
God, I was expecting that to be a lot worse. We were playing
they
Tomb
got
of
the-
Annihilation.
They got the brunt of it in the rooms. At that point, Gus, you see him just slash at Alex, catching just barely the cloth and ripping a bit of the cloth over the top of Alex's armor. What would you like to do?
So seeing Zane attack Alex, I will cast Ray of Frost. Let's see here.
+2. Okay.
That's what, a D20? Oh, that's not good. So my attack rolls would be what? A D20 plus my whatever my stat is, so intelligence.
Correct.
So that's a 5.
Plus proficiency if you didn't count that.
Plus proficiency, that is a 3, so that's 8.
Okay, that still doesn't hit.
Figured. Thanks.
Wait, an 8 doesn't hit?
That's what I'm here for. So yeah, frost appears on your hand, or you're using your cane.
I'm using I'm using Ray of Frost, my cantrip.
Yeah. Do you shoot it out of your cane or out of your hand?
I probably my cane is my quarterstaff, so probably I think we would establish that I use my Ray of Frost out of my hand.
Okay, so yeah, your hand frosts over. You shoot it out. You're kind of shocked and also not wanting to hit Alex, and it just coats the ceiling in a small bit of frost that very quickly starts to thaw. And by the way, so I imagine it's probably in the middle you have Alex and Zane. Then 10 feet over at the next room you have Thrash barely stepping out of the room. Room across the hallway from that is where Lilith was kicked into. And then at the other end of the hall is Dutch and Alex. Or sorry, Dutch and Gus sitting there side by side. It's probably 10 feet wide hallway just to accommodate for multiple people being in the hallway.
Okay.
Would you like to do anything else?
How far away am I from Zane?
From Zane, 20-ish feet.
Okay. I'll say, and how far am I away from the other lady?
30. 30
Okay,
plus,
30.
she's in the room,
All
so
right.
you can't see her.
All right, just trying to get from the word picture. I just want to make sure nobody's like super close to me. So 20 feet's fine. I'm good.
Think of it being in a hallway type scenario.
Yes. Okay. No, I'm gonna stay right where I'm at.
Okay, in that case, Alex, what would you like to do as Zane slashes at you?
Is Thrash engaged with the other one?
No,
So nobody
He's-
else is engaged with this one either?
correct. And Thrash is maybe 10 feet away from you.
Okay, I'm gonna just slice at this guy.
Okay, go ahead and roll for it.
So it's a 13 plus 7, 21.
That's a hit.
And did we say what damage did we say this was?
Wasn't it just a D8?
It was a rapier.
Yeah, so it's a D8.
Up here.
10 points of damage.
Okay.
Then
So
we use.
did you have the like extendo type rapier a la Corvo? Okay, just a standard rapier.
Yep, and it's
Okay.
it's
hidden
my
in your
bag.
back.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Brain doesn't work right now.
Yeah, you draw your rapier and just with a quick little jab, manage to catch him in the stomach. but it seems like you scratch him, but it doesn't dive in. It kind of swerves around his body, like he's a little more resistant to that kind of damage.
Okay, and I'm going to use my bonus action, disengage, and move back by Thrash.
Okay, so yeah, you then he tries to swing again at you as you're scooting away, but you just manage to just limbo under his arm and just kind of do this. It looks like you just take one step and you just slide 10 feet over to where Thrash is.
Boosh.
Thrash, you can see Thrash at this point, being this close to him. Like, he's a bulky guy, but his muscles look saggy. And I imagine even the augments in his muscles kind of maybe have that blue glow to them, and they seem faded. And you can see fading black lines around his veins.
Are we talking saggy like modern day Hulk Hogan saggy?
Yeah, that's actually probably like, he was in shape and it's just, he got, if you were to say, the life drained out of him.
Stretchy skin now that his muscles have atrophied.
Yep.
Nice.
All right, Alex, I think that's everything. Anything else?
Yeah, no, I think that's good.
Okay. Dutch, what would you like to do?
All right, so I can see Zane in the hallway.
Correct.
Okay. And Alex has moved away from him?
Yeah. Scooted over towards Thrash, kind of doing the almost ninja style, just whoosh.
All right.
No real
And
step,
then-
just kind of zoomed.
So I want to do like a quick check around me, make sure no like bodyguards are coming rushing my way.
I mean,
or looking like they are.
there hasn't been a whole lot of noise. In fact, you guys probably only heard the two doors because you were there, and as much Saad has heard it.
Okay. I'm gonna take out my my pistol. I'm gonna fire a shot down at Zane.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for it.
That's a 15.
Total?
Yep.
Okay. It actually hits his shoulder. You see the bullet crumple against his skin and then fall off ineffectually.
Okay, and can I see Thrash?
Yeah, you can see him down a little bit further.
And what's he looking like? Is he on the ground? Is he look like he's been attacked?
He's standing
leaning
and he
against the
He's
looks,
door.
looking like a man.
yeah, he looks drained.
Drained.
He just looks tired. Like, imagine ran a marathon, turned around, ran another marathon,
Okay.
and then didn't sleep for a week.
All right. So I'm going to
That's pretty accurate.
Damn.
I'm going to say shit, I don't this is like I'm the worst bard ever. I have no idea what to say for my bardic inspiration. But I'm going to give him a bardic inspiration, and it's a D8 now because I'm level 5, so
You're
one
my
D8
boy,
to add.
Blue.
Yeah. Don't look so tired. That's what I'll say to him.
Okay, so make sure to jot that down, that you have an extra D8 that can be used on attack rolls and ability checks. Anything else, Dutch?
No, that'd be it.
Okay. Now that Alex is kind of in the same area as the door, and Thrash, he can see in through the door that Lilith got kicked into. She gets up out of the debris, wings spread wide. She's looking at Thrash. You son of a bitch. I can't believe you did that. Just tried to kiss you.
Look at what you did to me.
Both hands, claws spring out of her hands. She's going to use her wings to project past you, or up and over both of you, and land on the opposite side, so on the side of the room. So both of you can have an attack of opportunity as she just soars over the top.
Who's both?
Alex and Thrash.
Okay.
Attack of opportunity is
Yeah,
okay. So I am
Okay.
19.
19, that'll hit.
Not to cut in, but I actually have to run. Somebody want to take over rolling for me?
I can.
Yeah, sorry.
Did you give me your character sheet?
I can.
I think I can. I can see it. I got it. I'm good.
You got it? Okay. Sorry, guys. I got kids trying to go to sleep, and they're they're complaining about my cursing and my volume. So I gotta dip out.
That's fine.
Okay.
Have fun.
Catch y'all later. Sorry.
See ya.
See ya. So
Alright,
a damage, does that include strength?
yes.
Okay, so that's an 8.
8. Okay, so yeah, you managed to. What kind of weapon do you have?
It's like an axe, like the handle is just kind of is a handle, and then you can activate the actual sort of glowing blade.
Yeah. So yeah, you grab it and you manage to swing up and catch her and just nick her a little bit on like her thigh as she flies past you. Alex, did you roll?
I'm sorry for what? I was
It's an
You-
attack.
You have the attack of opportunity as well.
Oh, yeah. That's a 21.
That's also a hit.
Okay, so 1d8. 8. That's 5.
5 damage. Okay. So yeah, you also managed to jab up at her a little bit, and you carve just this little cut along her stomach. Just appears to be almost just threadbare thin.
Yeah.
And then she lands and rolls up on the other side of Thrash, and she's going to take a claw attack at Thrash.
Oh fuck!
That's a 17 to hit,
That hits.
and that is. Let me thread down. 7 damage
Okay.
as she scratches up your back. Ah! And you're not raging yet, are you?
No, I'm not, because I haven't had a chance. Because it's a bonus action to do it.
All right. I mean, that's it. If you want to have, when you kicked her, have raged at that point, that would thematically work with you having broken out of it.
I think it would have, but at that point I would have had an advantage. I guess if my strength check was still pretty good. So yeah, let's say I raged.
Okay, so yeah, you only take half damage from her claw attack, so 3 damage.
And that's okay. So 1, 2. Okay, cool. That's good.
All right.
That's real good.
So yeah, she scratches up your back as you. What does it look like when you rage?
I just start glowing. I guess since you said the muscles were blue, we'll just say it's a blue glow.
Okay, so yeah, she, her nails kind of scratch along it, not getting as deep into your skin as she would have liked. It's now your turn. What would you like to do, Thrash?
So I've already raged, so I am going to turn around and I am going to attack, and I do also have an extra attack, so I'm going to do both attacks.
Perfect.
So the first attack is, let's see, so that's holy shit. What is the math on that? 15 plus 8.
That's a hit.
Yeah. So we'll do that, and that is 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And the second
Take your
attack,
second attack.
that is an 18.
That's also a hit.
That is 7 points of damage.
All right. Yeah, so you manage to then just bring your axe down and you pop her in the right in the forehead with the butt of your axe, and then bring the axe down and catch her, putting a decent carve some of her
wait.
muscle in her shoulder.
That is, sorry, my damages were wrong. Add 2 to both of those if you can.
Okay.
So it was 6 and 7, I think. So 8 and 9. I forgot about the rage damage.
Perfect. So yeah, you just hit her really hard, and she's got now a decent line of blood coming down her shoulder. Back to the top, Zane, seeing Lilith in his eyes effectively handling Thrash and Alex. He's going to spread his wings and dash just with one swoop of his wings towards Dutch and Gus. He's going to land in front of you, and then Gus take a slash attack at you for 12.
Gus for 12.
Or sorry, I meant
Dutch?
Dutch for 12.
That's the attack.
Correct.
That does not hit.
Okay, so yeah, he slashes at you, You just managed to scoot out of the way. And then it's Gus's turn.
All right. Oh, Gus, no.
Yeah, sorry.
So how is everybody on the field right now?
So right now it's Alex, Thrash, and Lilith on the other side of him, although can easily be hit by Alex just with quick movement. And then on the other side of the hallway, 30 feet away, you have Dutch and Gus kind of side by side, and then Zane right in front of Dutch.
Okay. I think Gus is going to go ahead and cast Scorching Ray on the one by Dutch.
Okay, so yeah, that's right next to you. So it would either be a disadvantage being right next to you, or he can take a step back.
I'll take a step back.
Okay, so yeah, you scoot back just enough, and then just let this thing loose. Whatever little bits of frost had been on Gus's arm just immediately evaporate as his whole arm turns to flame, and it just erupts out of his hands to hit this person.
Okay, so that's a 21, 22, and a 12.
The first two hit, the last one doesn't.
Okay, 6 and 9. So 15 total.
Nice.
Okay, to hit Zane, the guy.
Yes.
Okay. The hell did I write down? Okay, oh, that's what it is. Math. A second. All right. It erupts into Zane's side, burning part of his suit that he had been wearing, but not seeming to do as much damage to his actual skin as you might have liked.
Okay.
Does Gus want to do anything else?
No.
Okay. And then Alex, what would you like to do?
I'm going to go to the one that's engaged with Thrash and go, is there a way to get flanking?
Flanking, you would have to dodge past her. Like, she's kind of standing almost in the doorway. So that would be very, very difficult. That said, I don't like to dick with flanking and advantage and all of that crap,
Okay.
especially in Theater of the Mind.
Okay.
But you can easily get to a point where you would hit her.
Yeah, I want to get up there and hit her.
All right, so go ahead and roll for it.
A 7 is a 16.
16 does hit.
Okay. So
and you do get
16.
sneak attack.
Yes, right. Okay. So what is my sneak attack now? 3d6, I believe.
I think so.
All right. So sneak attack is going to be a 3, a 2, a 5. So 10 plus 1d8, 4 plus 4 is 18 points of damage.
Yeah, so 4 is from your dex. Okay. Okay, so yeah, you get up there, and maybe it's just because Thrash already kind of hit her a little bit. You just jab your rapier into the same spot, and you can see it jab out the back of her shoulder.
Nice.
As I math real quick.
And how are they looking? Are they looking bloodied?
In just a second, I will tell you once I subtract to see how she's looking. Lilith, now that you're sort of sticking out the other side of her shoulder blade, you can see she's looking a little more ragged, but still fairly okay. Zane, on the other hand, he's got some bare scorch marks just from the scorching ray, but that's about it. He looks still pretty fine.
Okay.
All right, Dutch.
Yeah, that'll do it for my turn.
So he's in front of me, right? Zane is.
Correct. Yes.
So I'm gonna reach out and because he's not very tall, is he?
No, he's in fact,
Yeah.
I think, shorter than you.
Yeah. So I'm gonna reach down and grab him by his throat with my augmented arm. I want to try to pull him in, and I'm gonna hit a button on my arm, and I'm gonna say, "You picked the wrong investigator." And as I say that, this kind of like just this melody comes out of my arm that kind of, and you can see almost these holographic like whirligigs go into his ear, and and he has to make a wisdom saving throw. I'm casting Dissonant Whispers.
Okay, so that was wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Careless whisper.
And, I'm casting this at 3rd level, by the way.
Okay. He only rolled a 12 total.
Sweet. So he failed. So 3rd level, it's 5d6 psychic damage.
Okay.
6, 10, 15, 18 points of damage. And let's see, on a failed save, he must immediately use his reaction to move as far as its speed will allow away from me.
Okay, so yeah, you just grab him, and these discordant, like, your arm's been working really well lately, but it seems like it just starts to screech and, nails on a chalkboard, but directed solely at him. And so you and Gus don't hear any of this, but he just puts his hands up to his ears, manages to break your grip on him, and just flies back. You said he has to use his reaction to go
as far away as possible as he can go.
So he sweeps his wings and just bolts 60 feet back. So that means Dutch and Alex, you can both get another attack. Or sorry, not Dutch. Thrash and Alex can get an opportunity attack, as he screams by you guys.
betcha I'll do that.
23.
That's a hit.
5 points. Of damage.
Would you say 5 points, Alex?
Yeah.
Okay. And Thrash?
That was a 19 to hit.
That's also a hit.
Eight.
8.
Nope. 10.
10. Okay.
Forgot about the rage again. I'll get used to that eventually.
Rage.
Okay, so yeah. He bolts past you guys. Thrash almost still just coming back from ripping his axe out of Lilith, manages to catch like the shin of Zane as he's going by, lopping the little part of his foot off, so it just splatters and blood just kind of gushes. And then Alex, you manage to just kind of see him coming and swing your sword, and you manage to catch him just a bit. I also think that lets you throw on your sneak attack damage. Alex?
I think so too. I agree with you.
I think it does. I'll allow it.
I will
3,
not argue.
6, 3, 12.
12? Okay. So yeah, you manage to gouge deep into his thigh as he flies by. He's definitely bloodied, but actually still looks like he's doing reasonably fine, despite missing like shin and down on one leg.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. He also, before he broke away, there was blood trickling down his ears.
Cute.
Yes.
Lilith, seeing this happen, is going to just go into a frenzy, just scream, and then just start slashing at Thrash. So that's a natural 1. So she tries to slash at Thrash. Thrash, go ahead and give me an attack real quick.
An attack?
Yep.
Give it to me, baby.
Oh, Jesus. That is 27.
27 to hit?
Gee.
Yeah.
Okay.
God, what level are you?
AFI? I am level
This is the
5.
guy that has plus 19 to
I know.
perception.
I have an 8. I have 8 total for strength. My 5 strength plus 3 proficiency. And I rolled a 19.
Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, so you see her trying to slash at you, and you just bring the butt of your axe directly into her throat, and she just stumbles back a little bit. A little bit of blood comes up from her.
Do you need a roll for damage?
Yeah, go ahead and roll for damage for me.
That is also 8. Nope.
8?
10. Damn it.
10.
Rage.
Okay. She stumbles back, clutching her throat. Before she even grabbed her throat, you could see like the indentation of the butt of your axe from where you hit her. Now, Thrash, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna attack this bitch again for what she did to me. So that is a 20 total.
20, that'll hit.
And that is 6 plus 5 is 11 points of damage.
Okay. So that's one attack. So then you just bring your axe, slash her. Again, blood just hits the floor.
The second attack is 9.
A 9 total.
Yeah.
That doesn't hit.
No.
As she's stumbling back, you try to bring your axe around, and there's just not enough. Trying not to decapitate Alex at the same time. There's just not enough room to maneuver.
My kappa was detated.
Zane, he's going to hit the back wall and just look at himself, look at Lilith, and say, "Sorry, babe. I guess this one's on you." And we'll say that there's like a little fire exit door. He's going to just hold the fire exit down long enough so that it releases and just fly away out the back door. So Zane is no longer in combat. What would Gus like to do?
I feel like Gus is going to be on some rails here.
Yeah, that's. I'm not anticipating anything more.
So there's just one left?
Correct. And she's definitely bloodied.
Okay, he's just going to cast Magic Missile.
Okay, go ahead and roll for that.
That just hits, correct?
Yeah, roll damage. I think it's 3d4.
Okay, so...
Plus 1 per bolt.
Oh my god. 5, 4, and a 2, so 11.
5, 4, so 11. Is that plus the plus ones, or?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Okay. So, yeah. Kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. Each one hits her, and just... Thrash and Alex can hear bones breaking as she's stumbling backwards. She's not looking good at all. Alex, what would you like to do?
I want to try and finish this job here.
Okay.
Do we want to kill her?
Yes, I do.
That's a 10.
A 10. You try to bring your sword to bear, but each magic missile just forced her back into the room enough so that you can't scoop past Thrash, who's still being very imposing with his axe. I imagine he's doing the fancy spins. And you can't get through to try and finish her.
While his nipples are flailing like...
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's
very
gonna
dangerous.
It's going to do it for me.
Okay.
Flippity floppity.
Dutch, what would you like to do?
So Zane took off out the door, and I can still see Lilith in the hallway.
Correct. She's like right, half in, half out of the door.
What do I want to do? I'm gonna shoot her with my pistol. Is she close to being dead? Do I know?
She's bloodied.
I want to make them non-lethal. I'd like her to. I'd like to be able to talk to her afterwards. So yeah, non-lethal.
I'll say between trying to shoot her non-lethally with the gun and to also not hit Thrash, I'll say you're getting a disadvantage.
All right, I can do that. Okay. I'll breathe heavily on my dice.
Kill her, Dutch, kill her.
So that's an 11. That's going to be 16 to hit.
That's a hit.
Whew. I guess now I got to roll damage. 2d6. Ooh, nice. 2d6. I rolled a 6 and a 5. 11, 12, 13 points of piercing.
Okay. You manage to, for a second, training brings you up to her head or to her chest area, and then you lower and you're like, no, I want to keep her alive. Kabam! It hits her thigh. You see the bullet explode out the other side in a mess of gore. She still appears to be up.
Damn it.
At this point, she knows that there's no way she can escape. She's going to try and take another attack on Thrash. That's a 4 on the dice. So she just tries to attack. Can't seem to get past Thrash's barrage of axe.
Thank God.
Thrash, you're up.
I just imagine him twirling it like a baton.
I am raging, so I don't care. I'm attacking, and oh fuck, that's a 10 on the normal attack. So I'm assuming that does not hit.
A 10 total, or
Yeah, 10 total.
yeah, that's a miss. So go ahead and take your second attack.
You failed.
23 total.
That will hit. So go ahead and roll damage.
Fucker. 1 plus 5 is 6 plus 2 is 8, including rage.
How would you like to do this?
Oh, I'm gonna bring the axe up, and I didn't roll it with 2-handed, but whatever, 2-handed, and just right down on her head.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, it's not keeping her alive.
Nope,
This-
she's dead.
No way.
Splash
After what
of
she did to me,
gore.
no way. I'm sorry, Dutch.
Splash of gore just everywhere. Her head just splits like a melon. Obviously a fair amount of blood gets on you. Fair amount probably gets on Alex's shoes. And just after that, you rip your axe out. Little bits of brains hit your chest. Your axe is just a mess of gore.
Dude, you got it on my white shoes, bro.
I don't care.
You will be paying to get these cleaned.
Whatever. Although I did spend a bunch of my money back at the desk back there.
Just real quick, how much did you drop?
I don't know. We'll thrash being thrash. We'll say at least 200 gold.
Okay. I was like 500, 600.
I was thinking about going that high, but I want to have some money around. Let's say 250.
So you guys are out of combat. It has been all of 18 seconds. So, I mean, you don't hear sirens, but you can. It's probably a fair guess that after Dutch started shooting, that the bartender probably called the police.
I'm gonna try and take off after the other guy.
Okay, you get out. You bolt down the doorway, and maybe that's him, that speck up in the air flying away, but he's a ways out. Then he's flying up.
Can I throw my sword at him?
He took off on the start of the second, I think. So he's around 400 feet out, I think. Double moving at 60 feet. He's a ways out. So, I mean, you can try.
Is that a disadvantage? I mean, is that what we're doing?
I mean,
Double disadvantage?
it's one of those, you can throw it, but it's more out of anger that he got away.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm just going to sit down next to my axe and just catch my breath.
I'll walk over to Thrash. Did you get what you paid for? How'd it go in there?
Could have gone better. It could have gone better. She apparently is a succubus, as you saw, and she drained me real good.
Oh, heavy on the.
And not in the fun way.
Yeah, that's not good. So
I know you wanted her alive, but after that I didn't have a choice.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. We'll find Zed. It's or not Zed, Zane. We'll find Zane. It's all right. Alex, what about you? What happened with you and Zane in there?
Well, I mean, oddly enough, he made me want to sit down, and he tried to sex me up here, but
Whew.
luckily, didn't happen.
So did we kill them because you fought back, or what do we? Should we run? Is what I'm trying to get at.
No, they definitely attacked us.
Yes.
And pretty sure they're not from this plane. so we may want to keep this one here and have her investigated.
Should we make sure that they call that wizard guy that came after us after our last battle, or just leave that to police?
Yeah, I don't know. Out of character, I was this close to taking Speak with Dead, and I didn't. I was like, nah, we won't kill anybody.
Oh, they died.
Well, so Thrash, who are you talking about?
What was that guy that came down and flew out down in the vehicle in front of us?
Crowley.
Mr. Crowley.
Was that Crowley? Yeah, that
Yeah.
guy. He was the guy that was all pissy about us fighting that other monster
Well, I
Well,
mean,
that
and investigating that whole thing.
I think we just need to do interviews around here to try and find that other guy.
Yeah. this is no longer a hunt for a missing bride to be. This seems to be getting a little bigger. I don't know,
Maybe.
man.
I mean, that could have just been a one-off because of their attraction to our kind.
You guys are sexy.
And if I want to finger Travis's nipples. They are.
I'm too weak to fight back.
I
This goes on
I
for a
do.
minute.
I will go check. I want to check her body, see if there's anything important on her.
No, she didn't appear to be wearing much more than
Dang.
the pseudo lingerie.
I'm about 15% health here.
Yeah, I'm hurting.
Hurting.
I'm at 14 health.
I'm at 6.
Oh, all right. Well,
Just as an FYI, because it was mildly impressive, I managed to roll the same damage for both of you.
oof.
So could have taken upwards of 31 damage like Thrash did.
I would have been dead. No.
I have very
33
few hit
I have
points.
33 hit points.
I would only have 2 if it weren't for the fact that you let me rage there.
And do we
was
want
that-
to?
I guess it doesn't matter. I was going to ask if that was I guess that was piercing or bludgeoning damage or something.
She was doing slashing.
Okay.
Yeah, slashing damage.
Oof. Yeah, it would have been 2.
Oof,
If it
does.
weren't for that rage.
So we don't feel the need to run.
I can't run.
Do we want to take a short rest?
Short rest isn't going to do much for me right now.
Well, I can give you the bardic song of rest, and you get a d6, and then all your hit dice are maxed.
Nope, that won't do me much good right now.
It reduces their max.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so my max HP right now is 9.
Holy moly! Okay. Would I know anything about what they're suffering from?
I mean, because I imagine you
Is
guys
it
are
magical?
widely aware of succubi, and the incubi is what he was. Yeah, it seems to just be a temporary, like after they, take a sleep, they'll be fine again.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm good. I can get back
Okay.
up and start questioning some
Because
people.
all right.
I, mean, I think we need to just go stop anybody from leaving.
Yeah, we need to. Some of these bouncers here that weren't jumping to the aid of these two probably need to be talked to.
Yeah, I'm good with the body.
Okay,
Yeah.
so do you guys want to kind of rush this? Because
Yeah.
okay, so we'll kind of rush this. So you guys talk to the bouncers again. Police eventually show up. They take another look at the video. I imagine with Alex there. This time, maybe having been outside the back alley, Alex notices a garbage can, and there's also a camera in the back to monitor. She checks outside this time, sees early Saturday morning previous someone taking what appears to be a body, what appears to be Zoe's body, and dumping it in the garbage can. And what you guys know about succubi and incubi, they can both they can both polymorph as well as enter the ethereal plane, that was definitely Zane that had taken her aside and murdered her.
Okay.
So I imagine you guys eventually meet back up with Anders, pass this along that she was murdered by an incubi, and there was also a succubus with her. At which point, maybe a day later, you guys together as a group get a call from a man who at least at first introduces you himself as Anders' uncle, Alder Strongwillow, who now you guys remember why Strongwillow sounded mildly familiar. That's because Alder, his uncle, is the mayor of the city. He invites you guys to his office, which I assume you guys accept. I'm trying to rush this for the next story arc.
No, definitely, you're good.
Yeah. You guys go there, everyone at full hit points since it's the next day. Or at least long rested so you guys can spend hit die. You get into the office. There's Mayor Strongwillow as well as Captain Flowers. And he says, I'm so glad that you were able to help my nephew. He's a sweet boy, if a bit boring. But I also wanted to invite Captain Flowers because I hear that she recommended you. So I feel this is a congratulations to her as well. She stands off to the side and very unenthused gives a nod. You're welcome. She almost sounds a little bored with it too. Doesn't really seem happy. The mayor will kind of shoot the shit with you guys for a little bit. And is there anything that you guys want to say to him?
Sorry about your daughter.
In-law. Almost.
Right.
Luckily, they had not actually sealed the deal yet, so everything is fine, actually, as strange as it sounds.
Yeah. This town keeps getting worse and worse. You got any plans on cleaning it up?
Oh, we're trying very hard. That's part of why, Captain Flowers is such an influential person, and why she's so important to the city. Everybody give me an intelligence save, please.
Okay, for Alex, it's 22.
Okay.
For Gus.
Oh, wait, that's not.
Ooh, he's got a high one. 18.
18, wow.
16.
16?
11.
It's the same way I
11?
rolled in D20.
So, you said Gus got an 18?
Oh, yep, correct.
And Alex got a
22.
22? Okay, so Gus, Thrash, and Dutch all freeze, and so does the mayor, as Flowers touches her head briefly, and then shortly after, you guys just muscles lock, unable to move. Alex, you see this happen to everyone else. What do you do?
Well, I guess I draw the katana and I'm ready to go.
Okay, she says, perfect. This works out exactly. She snaps her finger, how I wanted it. Give me a... I need to look it up real quick.
Flowers, you bitch.
So everybody was frozen but Alex, is that right?
Correct. There it is. Give me a wisdom save.
Ugh. A 9.
9.
Und a 9.
No one's fighting it yet. So, you're dominated.
Ooh, I like that.
She says,
Ooh.
now that... Oh, by the way, once she does that, snaps her fingers, the spell fades around her. She grows like 8 feet tall. Also, tentacles coming out of her face. Long claws. Appears to be wearing a robe. Big, bulbous head. Says, now you all hear it in your mind, there's no mouth.
Yikes!
Take that katana and kill the mayor.
Okay. Suppose I got to. I mean, it just comes out 17 to hit.
Oh, you just run him through. I mean, you can roll damage if you want, but he's got 4 hit points because he's just a commoner.
Tonight.
Yeah. Plus sneak attack because you have advantage because. So I guess how do you murder the mayor?
I mean, I imagine it just be like in, up, and then just like, flourish out of it.
Yeah, just and guts just spill out all over the floor. His muscles are still locked, so you can see the life draining out of him, but he can't move. And then she said, in a voice, actually, the spell around you drops, and she shapeshifts back into flowers and says, "Please help! They've murdered the mayor." Snaps her fingers again, and plane shifts out of the room. The rest of you on your bodies release. The mayor sinks to the floor, dead now, as blood just continues to drain from them. You guys can hear what appears to be sounds like footsteps coming down the hallway. What do you guys do?
Well, what just happened?
I'm gonna run. What floor are we on?
Oh, you guys are easily, I think, 100 floors up.
Oh shit! Does Alex still have the sword in his hand?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, covered in blood. I will say that Gus had a feeling, and so just for kicks, because I don't know what spells he has prepared, he can have Featherfall.
Yeah.
Because of his divination.
Yeah,
He maybe saw like the 4 of you falling and was like, I ought to prepare Featherfall.
Let's get I don't know how we're gonna get out of this. We should get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Gus is like, follow me, guys. And he leads the charge out the window, casts Featherfall on all of us.
And that's where we'll end for tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, just that. All of you guys running out. Featherfall, you guys start to slowly fall down. That's where we'll end for tonight.
Well played.
Wow.
So what did she turn into?
A mind flare.
Yeah, it's Illithid, and we're dead. I just want to thank everybody in Twitch for watching. We had some new faces in here, Duke and Huntress. Thanks, everybody. If you haven't yet, hit the follow button. Watch more of this. Normally, we do play on Friday nights. And follow us on Twitch if you want to at DN_Dad. Follow us on YouTube at DadBodDnd to catch any of our past episodes. So again, thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.